Pasta Vazul, baby.
Come on in.
Well, hello, Screamers. Welcome to the Scream Until You Like It podcast. We are here again for another live stream. And I was thinking, we did a couple of topics from the fishbowl. We did topics out of a box with the mystery box. And I said, what could be more fun than to just do that again?
Agreed.
You know what I mean? So I didn't even replace the box. I was too cheap for that. I've already invested in this one. So I went ahead and did that. And I had some left over from the last time. So I was like, well, I'm just going to leave those in there. And I did try to come up with a couple of new selections to throw in there that I thought might be fun. If we run into one that's a little too lame to do, we might just discard that and move on. I don't have 50 of these or anything. I've got I think there's 24 in here. So once I run out, we either find something else to talk about or show's over. But anyhow, we have another edition. Nicole!
Hello.
How are you?
We got a full house tonight.
We do. Apparently the mystery boxes are popular. Because we got Joe back. The last time we saw him was a mystery box, I'm pretty sure.
Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
very good. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for coming back. I did not mean to procrastinate quite as long as I did to put this one together. But so for lack of an idea, I decided to go with the mystery box thing again and add some new ideas into the box. And I did promise my mother I'd go to her house and help her get some drywall for a project she's doing in her basement. I didn't realize, however, that it was 18 sheets of drywall, and that and they all had to go into the basement.
And you can't take more than one at a time.
Well, you can if you hate yourself.
If you hate yourself, hopefully you didn't hate yourself.
Your back will be thanking you tomorrow.
I don't hate myself. I might feel it tomorrow anyway.
Yeah.
My mom asked me to help her because she did not want my dad doing it.
Right.
He's a little. She said it's shocking how unsteady he is on his feet these days. So I was like, yeah, no problem. I'll help you out. Look at this. Adam!
It's not 9 o'clock yet.
Yeah.
I'm home by myself.
Whoa.
Oh, that's
Went
right.
to Chicago.
Yeah, he's got.
Wow. You're just like a bachelor. Living it up. Throwing your underwear in the corner.
With his
Wearing it on his head. Who are you kidding? He's looking to make sure it's
For a second, you could actually see my underwear in the corner.
Empty beer cans everywhere you go. Just clear off the bed. To go to sleep.
I have until Monday to clean everything up, so I'm good.
Yeah. I think I saw a movie like that once. Or maybe it'll be like Risky Business. You'll wake
That's
up
what I
one
was
morning,
immediately
the
thinking of.
entire house is empty. You got to go track down that pimp and figure out how to raise money to buy back all your stuff.
Dancing in my underwear.
That's a
See
story.
Rebecca De Mornay walk into the bus station.
Oh, that's a good one.
Rebecca De Mornay is played by Paul in this version of the movie.
Oh, good old Paul. Can always rely on him. Yeah, so finish up my drywall story. When I was helping my mom put it in the back of her truck, I did not think that she was handling it very well. So I opted when we got back to the house to carry every single one of those pieces down by myself. So Yeah, I'm like,
You
I don't want to
will
be
be feeling it
responsible for
tomorrow.
mom falling on the stairs. So
No,
Yeah.
and you will 100% be feeling it tomorrow. I played pinball at SharkCon for like maybe 45 minutes. I had pinball injuries like carpal tunnel. I'm like, how old am I? The things hurt that shouldn't hurt from pinball, dude. So
You're like,
I
you're like, I have pinball wrist.
mean, what is that?
I felt something snap when I sneezed a few minutes ago. Shit.
I've done that. Oh my god. You feel
Yeah.
like your spine just like crack in 3 places. You know?
Yeah. Get lightheaded, see stars.
Woo. Yeah. Find something to hold on to.
Exactly.
Yeah. You'd be a danger to yourself if you had allergies. Sneeze and bounce your head off of something. Oh, all right. Well, without further ado, I think I'll shake up this fancy box that I have. I sell these lights at work, so that's where the box came from. I did throw some fun ones in here, so hopefully we can figure out how to do
For a change. No,
yeah, exactly. This one actually came from my wife. This is one of the ones we didn't get to last time. Best glow up. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, a child actor that grew up.
I gotcha.
And that you like them way better as an adult than you did as a child.
Or they just went from meh to like, I don't think anyone's going to choose this, but like, they went McDreamy on you or something.
Yeah.
And I always feel guilty when I think about that. Like, I was a fan of theirs when they were 10 and now they're 30 and I can't look at them like that. Yeah, it's creepy.
I actually already have mine in mind because it is a very specific person.
Yeah. Some people are just downright unrecognizable.
Yeah, that's true.
You see their side by side of when they were a kid and how they look now, and you're like, is that even the same person?
Yeah.
Or were they substituted?
And some look exactly the same.
Changeling.
Yeah. And this does not have to be horror,
bigger.
correct? It can be anybody.
Oh, anybody, any actor whatsoever. Yeah. I'm as per usual. I'm not married to horror. This is the Scream Until You Like It podcast, not the Scream Until You Like It horror podcast. So you can do whatever you want. Yeah. So
I got a good one.
Would you like me to break the ice, or
Yes,
do you have one, Ryan?
Break the seal.
No, you break the ice. I'm still thinking.
Okay. The one that I find to be the most glaring, that like, even though I'm not a big fan of his acting and some of the stuff that he's done, he grew up pretty damn good. I'm gonna go with Jerry O'Connell.
That's what I was gonna go with.
Yeah.
Look at him in freaking Stand By Me.
Yeah. He's a little pudge.
And then look at him in like
Married to Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah.
That was my fucking.
look at him in Piranha 3D, and you'll be like, "Holy shit, that's not even the same guy."
Like Jerry Maguire. Yeah.
There
was a.
Oh, says hi.
Olin. Chris, on here, please.
There was a Canadian television show. I don't know if you guys got it in the States. It was called My Secret Identity.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I remember that.
I watched that show.
That was a great transition because when it started, he was still chubby Jerry O'Connell. But after like 3 seasons, you could tell like he was going to become the Jerry O'Connell that he is now because he shot up like 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
But it helps with the transition. Otherwise, if you don't have that show, it's literally like Stand By Me, and then all of a sudden it's Scream 2 Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. Oh man, I can't believe anybody else remembers that show.
It was on all the time.
He got like the Spider-Man treatment in that show. He got zapped with something that his crazy scientist friend was working on. And it gave him like enhanced abilities. I know this wacky bastard's always doing something, and they're never safe enough with their experiments.
Whoops.
Yeah. Hello, my friends. What's going on, Skylar? Thanks for dropping in.
Hey, Kyler. He did the Skylar thing again.
Damn it, I did.
It's
Tyler.
the skull. It's the
Tyler.
skull.
Sorry. Yes, I see the SK, and my brain's like, you don't know this name anymore. So, so yeah, Jerry
Twin
O'Connell.
Speaks Take Two.
Yeah. Abby, I rewatched Ready or Not, and I have to admit I liked the second time around. Oh,
I'm so happy to hear that.
Good,
You don't have to
good.
love it. I just hope you appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
I think I could probably watch it a second time and get more out of it than I did the first. But thank you for explaining it to me. Ryan, did you come up with a selection yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with an easy one. Because I'm hard pressed to think of anybody else. I'm going with Danielle Harris.
That was number 2.
I knew she was going to come up with something.
We're
Yeah.
gonna steal
I mean,
all your ideas, Adam.
She was fantastic in Halloween 4, Halloween 5. I know she had some bid TV parts. I can't remember. I think she was
Roseanne.
Yeah, Roseanne. That was it. But she really is. I don't know if you guys have seen the Hatchet sequels.
Yes.
But she is absolutely fantastic
Mhm.
as a modern day Scream Queen.
Yeah.
And I
Agreed.
think it was
She's
the
just pint-sized.
biggest missed opportunity. And I like, not Pam Grier, Judy Greer.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I like Judy Greer. Don't get
But
me
she
wrong.
should have made her the daughter.
But the fact that it wasn't Danielle Harris playing Jamie Lee Curtis's daughter in the David Gordon Green Halloween trilogy
Mhm.
should have been red flag number 1 right there.
Yeah.
That this series was going to go to shit.
Some visual glitch going.
I would have rather it been Pam
Yeah.
Grier, just for the record.
Yeah,
That would have,
be cool.
yeah, okay.
That would have been great.
Again, don't hate Judy Greer, but Pam Grier would have been infinitely better.
I'm trying to figure out where the glitch is happening.
That's my face.
Oh, is
my
it?
God.
Sorry, what's going on?
Just my
Clearly.
face.
I
Just-
pulled it up on YouTube, Clint. I don't see anything.
I don't
It
see
look-
anything either.
I'm wondering if it's Facebook.
Maybe.
Oh, because I have it on YouTube. I have it up on YouTube.
Huh.
Because otherwise
Well-
I can't see what comes in.
Facebook looks okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
Olin, are you getting a
Sorry
visual
about that,
too?
Kyler. I figured I could try to. He's gonna try to restart. Okay, sounds good. Hopefully, it works better the second time.
If you contribute to the Patreon and the
like
link
don't
below,
look now.
suddenly the glitch will go away.
The glitch will
No
go away.
problem.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, make a donation to my channel, and
I'll give you
fix
my
it for
Venmo.
you.
Yeah.
Adam's Beer Fund.
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Put it
all right,
towards
so
Adam's cleaning
Danielle Harris. Joe, what you think?
Could use.
Uh, I had one locked and loaded, but Ryan bringing up a Canadian TV show made me think.
Oh.
And I'm going to go a little bit outside the box and go with a Canadian TV show from back in the 80s. You can't do that on television, and Alanis Morissette.
It's Morissette. Well done.
That's where my
Beautiful,
brain
guys.
went. That's what I thought he was going to bring up.
That's
Yep.
a good. Yeah, I like that one because she totally got hot.
I love
Oh,
that
yeah.
show. That was such a good
Yeah.
show.
Too.
Fixed it. My bad. You're good.
Yay!
Glad it's
And I mean, obviously she's a singer, but besides
Oh.
Dog Mode, what else was she in? I can't picture her in much else.
She
don't
did
know
an
that
episode of Sex in the City. I remember that.
Okay.
And
Oh.
her voice, she does the voice on the Big North, or what's that show? It's the Great North. The Great North. She plays Alanis Morissette, and she's in the sky.
okay.
Nobody's seen this. It
I
is
guess
the
I
funniest show. It's a cartoon, but it is hysterical. Ryan, you haven't watched The Great North? Nick Offerman.
He's
Oh
like,
my
no, I live the Great North.
I've never even
I know,
seen you
which is
can't.
why
I've
he would
never seen
find
you
it
can't
very
do that
funny.
on television.
You gotta
Offerman.
look those up. They've got to be on YouTube somewhere. That was one of the best
Yeah.
shows.
He's he probably missed it by a year or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to where they would have the green shit fall on their
They
head?
said,
they had to
"I
say
don't know."
something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
They
don't
said,
know.
I don't know.
And
They got
water was water.
green shit on.
If I had a
'Cause it was
button
like
to press right
oatmeal.
now.
It was
Like
like the
pumpkin slime.
consistency of oatmeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look,
And
And that was
slime.
that was the original slime from Nickelodeon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Technically,
It was.
crazy.
they saved it. They're
I
like,
like that.
this is still good. We can reuse it somewhere. Alanis Morissette. That's awesome.
That's a good one. I like that a lot.
Abby, what do you
All
think?
right. So I am going with Joseph Gordon-Levitt
He was one of my.
because I remember I remember the movie. It was like that Lookout movie where all of a sudden I went, when did he get hot? And I felt really like embarrassed. Not that he's that much younger than me, but it was like he was a kid to me. And then all of a sudden he was like looking like Heath Ledger all of a sudden. Like he got all hot and I felt weird. I felt weird about it, but yeah, I'm going to stick by that. I love him. I think he's extremely talented. I like that he sings songs. I like that he...
He hasn't been in anything in a minute.
He just was in the new Axel F movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which I have
That's
not watched
right.
yet.
Yes.
Yeah, I enjoyed it actually. Well, more than I thought I would, for sure.
That's cool. Well, as long as it's better than number 3.
I don't even remember number 3, so I don't know what that tells you.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
the
seen parts
first
of
one. The first one is awesome. The second one is pretty awesome. I don't know.
I
if
like
I've
the
seen
second one too.
I love the
Third
first
one-
two.
I
Yeah,
remember
that's
something
true.
about a Ferris wheel. They're
That was
climbing up
three.
In the third one.
okay.
Is that
That was 3.
And a,
that's the
and a
only one I
banana
remember.
pipe. Banana.
Yeah.
That's
Not
awesome.
gonna fall for that
I can
banana in
see.
the tailpipe.
They have the secret banana glasses later. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
There's-
I almost forgot the
Fuck off, I
collector
cannot.
lawsuit is over, and they're now working
Oh
on
yeah,
number
I
3.
heard that.
Cool. That's awesome. Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I think I saw Mr. Levitt do a song with was it Chloe
Zoe
Deschanel?
Deschanel, yeah.
Zoe Deschanel. Yeah, that was cool.
That
They're
was,
good
500 Days of Summer.
they're adorable together.
Yeah.
They would like they're not dating, but they would make like the cutest human on the planet.
They would.
They really would just make the cutest
Yeah.
human ever. Or the ugly. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's right.
Be the opposite of Medusa.
Yeah.
Not so ugly you turn to stone. So cute that you die once you
You just
gaze upon it.
Squee to death. Squee. And then explode.
You'd
be surprised that sometimes really good-looking people have kind of
Have
meh
ugly
kids.
children.
Yeah.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
try again.
Yeah, they can't all be my parents.
Is everybody
Well
else
done,
thinking
sir,
of
well
Shiloh
done.
Pitt when we think this? Because I'm
Well, she or they.
I immediately
they end
went
up
to
getting
Madonna.
Very aesthetically pleasing, whereas when they were a child, it was like the world was watching them. Like how.
to be fair, I was gonna say I haven't seen Shiloh, but I mean when they first were like showing
The
them
pictures.
in like magazines and stuff, I was like, you can tell that it's Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, but it's
not the
literally
best
like
parts
they
of
just
each.
it's that thing in movies where they like put the two faces side by side.
Mhm.
You're
Our
just like, oh,
kids
that's-
would be
that's unfortunate.
gorgeous.
But I mean, usually ugly kids turn up to be
Gorgeous
decent
adults.
looking adults.
Yeah.
So, in all fairness, I haven't seen a picture of Shiloh since they were like.
Yeah, I only just recently in the last week saw something, and I was like, they
you
were
know
at a
what? That's worth a
concert
Google.
with Angelina, and Angelina started singing the song, and it was. I don't even know who the concert was. I don't know all those young musicians, but
Probably Taylor Swift.
probably.
Nicole, what do you think?
Yeah, I have got a good one.
All right.
I don't feel bad because he's my age.
Nice.
I'm going with Stephen Dorff.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
No, I'm just kidding.
He did a lot of TV when he was young, including Married with
That's a good
Children.
one.
And, yeah, and
The
now
Gate.
he's just beautiful.
That was him in the gate, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, baby Steven Dorff.
Baby
Yeah.
Stephen Dorff.
But like even in that movie, he still looks like Steven Dorff.
He
Yeah.
does.
It's
Yeah.
Just
It's so funny.
bite size.
Yeah.
A lot of these
Yeah.
are Canadian.
Something in the water.
Yeah.
You handsome, sexy Canadians.
That's
One of
right.
one of the Monster Manias, my wife went out of her way to make sure she went through his line.
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
I remember that much.
Yeah. I remember him best from one of the Blade movies.
Blade movies, yeah.
Yeah.
First one.
Was he
Yeah,
the
he
first-
was in Oh my God, what was that movie we watched in Poconos? Me and Adam and Clint watched
We did.
with Emilio Estevez and Cuba Gooding Jr.
Judgment Night.
Yeah.
What a
I
good
love
movie.
Oh
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is good. That's a good one.
He was in SFW. Anyone ever see SFW?
What's
And
I did
he
not.
becomes like a celebrity he's like a slacker who becomes a celebrity by like, I think he like thwarts a bank robbery by like not trying to be heroic or something. And he becomes
Okay.
like, he becomes like a quasi like celebrity, like 15-minute celebrity guy.
Oh, like the real Steven Dorff.
Yeah. Honestly though, like I was just going to say that, like, I thought that like he should have been so much bigger than.
He was in Leatherface. He played the sheriff in Leatherface.
He did.
He
Yes.
does a lot of like
That was good.
movies you'll see on Tubi. You know, like you'll find him a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
He's acting. He's just not
That's
doing anything.
funny,
big.
actually, because I just finished watching a movie on Tubi earlier, and it auto played a Steven Dorff movie after.
See? Yeah, it's
It's like the 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
usually
Yeah.
plays
Steven
a
Dorff
sheriff.
Tubi.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But
You could tell when he was getting a lot of work because he did a commercial for quitting smoking and
Yeah.
He went on a big vape kick, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyhow, Adam, what do you think? Got one in the chamber for us?
Is it that kind of night, Clint? You're trying to have a baby?
No, we're good.
I think I got a good one.
All right.
Jason Bateman.
yes,
Very
Oh,
good
yeah.
one.
And like
Wow.
he started out, I think, like in the Hogan family,
Mm-hmm.
where he was almost
Even
like the
before
Wish
that.
Kirk Cameron.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, like Kirk Cameron was all the rage up until he became a
Until he
lunatic.
opened his mouth.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Over the 90s.
Yeah.
But you know, and I think he was like in Silver Spoons and stuff. Like he did a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff when he
Yeah.
was a little
He was
kid.
a big child actor. Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't checked his IMDb, but he's that person you'll randomly see in episodes of,
Family Ties. and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's one of those dudes that, like, no matter how old he gets, he's always just 35.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And Paul
He
Rudd.
You know?
looks like he looks
Yeah.
like he's 30 no matter what. And he is such a brilliant comedic actor.
Yep.
He really is funny. He's got
Have you
that
guys-
dry humor, you know?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's like he's so like sarcastic.
Yeah.
He was the lucky guy to pick up the torch with Teen Wolf.
Yes, Teen Wolf
Yeah.
2.
He was the replacement Michael J. Fox.
There was a picture of him and Michael J. Fox at like because they're both Canadians.
Oh,
aren't
at a
they?
game together, right?
At a game together, yeah. And it was like Teen Wolf and Teen Wolf 2, and like he was
Good
cracking up that somebody remembered he was in Teen Wolf 2.
Canadian child actors tend to grow up to be normal.
Yeah.
Weird. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
Have you guys all seen Ozark?
I don't think
No.
so.
No, I
That's
did not
like
watch it. I heard it's very good.
I mean, if you guys are Breaking Bad fans at all, it's definitely down that line. And he plays just like he's basically a sociopathic genius, but gets involved with the cartel and has to like move his entire family in the Ozark because they're looking for him. And then he kind of like starts dealing drugs there. I mean, it's a really good show.
Olin's with you.
He was really good in The Outsider, too. Did any of you guys see that?
Oh, I like
Stephen
that
King
one.
show?
Wow.
I didn't finish that, but that was pretty good.
Huh. No, I
It's a
don't,
good book.
I don't think
A
I'm
good
familiar
book,
with
too,
that.
yeah.
Well, yeah, he's another one of those people that like I feel like always look the same.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of like Steven Dorff. You said like when he was younger, he just looked like
He just
Steven
looked
Dorff.
He
like
looked like
Yeah.
himself.
he,
Yeah.
yeah, he looks like Jason Bateman in every era
Yeah.
of his life.
Yeah. Now he's just got a tiny little bit of gray in his hair,
A
and he's
tiny bit of
tan
gray.
all the time.
Yeah,
I don't know why he's always
Bastard.
tan all the time.
It's not even receding a little bit.
yeah.
Why he's tan all the time? I can
He's
tell you why he's
tan
tan
all
all
the
the time. He's rich.
I did lose track of his sister. Whatever happened to Justine Bateman?
Just saw her in an interview recently. Oh, she did some award show, and they reamed her because she doesn't believe in plastic surgery. She believes in, like, she works on a farm. She's loving life. She's healthy. But they were like, oh my God, she has wrinkles and gray hair. And she was like,
God,
"Ew."
no.
Oh my
I
God.
was really, I thought she looked great.
Yeah.
But she looked natural.
Sometimes it's okay to age gracefully.
Yeah.
And I want
What
to go
was
watch
she in? Was she in
Satisfaction.
Family
Can we watch
Ties?
Satisfaction?
Yeah, Family Ties.
Okay.
Yeah.
She was
yeah.
the sister. Okay.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
ever see the movie Satisfaction? Were
Yes.
they in the band and
So
Liam
long
Neeson
ago.
was in it?
But she was hot as fuck in that movie.
She was hot as fuck in that movie. Julia
was.
Roberts was in that movie, I think, and
Oh,
no, maybe
yeah.
that. Oh yeah, and
That was the
Trini
Mystic
Alvarado
Pizza era.
and- yeah,
Mystic Pizza.
Trini
Before she was, like,
Alvarado
big
from
and
The
famous.
Frighteners was
Yeah.
the drummer Moose, and the blonde
Wow.
chick who did the
don't
voice of
remember that.
Jem, whose name escapes me at the moment. I remember it so
Jem.
vividly. There was a dog.
was a deep
Liam
cut.
Neeson's dog's name was Hamlet, but because of his accent, she thought the dog's name was Omelet. So
Whoa.
maybe
I-
not. Sorry, I digress.
Jesus.
We need to watch along.
Maybe. Yeah. God, it's been forever. I probably saw that movie when it came out. They aired it on television for the first time.
Loved it.
Let's see. Oh, well, this one feeds into this quite well. Best and worst Nepo babies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a great one.
Like nepotism movies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
Yeah.
actors, I'm assuming.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
like, you had your kid in a movie and it, you
Yeah.
know.
They got
Like
a
I have
relative.
one in mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a relative in the industry. Some of them work out, some of them don't.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Okay, I got it.
Might have one in mind.
I'm good.
would you
Sure
like me
you'll
to go
take it.
first again,
Being
Ryan?
like it sucks.
Yeah, you go ahead, Clint.
Okay. I'm gonna say Michael Douglas is probably one of the best ones I can think of. I love almost everything I've seen him in,
Mhm.
and of course he comes from acting royalty of Kirk Douglas.
Yep.
I mean, one of the early memories I have is how much my mother loved that movie, Romancing the Stone. I've seen that probably 15 times. Not since I was a child, but
I love
I've
that.
probably seen it that many times. It's a good movie. He's a good actor. Worst? I don't know. Kind of feel like
That
it's
is a good
obvious. Feel like it's obvious. And like maybe I'm stealing somebody else's. Tori Spelling.
Ooh.
Definitely.
Sorry.
That's up there.
Can't handle it. Too much for me. She was all over freaking 90210. It was ridiculous. It was one
Yeah.
of those things to the point where it's like, I think Janine Garofalo did like a comedy set where she like included that, like Tori Spelling on there. And for some reason, her father, who's the director or producer or whatever of the show, is like making sure that the camera like follows her ass like through scenes and so forth.
Oh,
So awful. I didn't care for her at all. So there you go. Best and worst for me.
Though I did like her in Scary Movie too.
Yeah, she's
That-
friggin'
yes.
hilarious.
It was great in that movie.
Yeah.
oh man.
That's redemption for her. Maybe
Yeah.
she earned a couple of points back.
That's all I got. You
I
ate
mean,
them
her
all.
body was rocking. She just had that hammerhead thing with like
Oh, yeah.
her eyes.
They were off-putting.
Like you couldn't stare her you couldn't stare her directly in her eyes. You had to pick one or the other.
Oh,
Oh
no.
my god!
Well, that's how she avoided predators.
Oh,
She walks into her room. You're like, stand still. Trigger.
Don't move.
Ryan, what do you think?
Must drive faster.
Or are you still struggling?
No, I'm good. I've got a couple.
Okay.
I don't know about best, but I think he's a really good. He's a really good actor. I'm going with Jack Quaid
Yeah, that's a
from
good one.
The Boys, Scream 5.
Oh,
He's
Who is he in The
Dennis-
Boys?
Dennis Quaid and
He's
Meg
he's Huey in The Boys,
Oh, wow.
main character.
Main
okay.
character.
Oh, the guy whose girlfriend gets run over.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, that's Dennis Quaid's son. Dennis
Yeah.
Quaid and Meg Ryan's son.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I do remember him from Scream 5.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's
he's pretty good.
likable. I can give him
Yeah,
that.
he's really good. He's got a
Really
lot of his
likable person.
parents' charisma and personality and wit.
Charisma, uniqueness,
Charisma.
nerve, and talent.
Yeah,
I
like
think it's
everything I've
amazing.
seen him in so far, I think he's nailing it. So nepotism be
cool.
damned, he's actually a good actor.
Hey,
Yeah, no, I
that's
agree
all
with that.
Like, sometimes talent breeds talent,
Yeah,
Mm.
and other
Mhm.
times it's just like you should be at Sheets.
Maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Like,
speaking
You should be
Or
collecting
Wawa.
carts in the parking lot.
speaking of talent not breeding talent, my pick for worst is Jaden Smith.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was my pick for work.
That was mine.
Same.
'Cause let's face it, the Karate Kid remake was fine, but it wasn't his performance that was
Yeah, that was all
sealing it.
Jackie
It was
Chan.
Jackie Chan.
yeah.
To his credit, he kind of opted out. He was like, "This isn't working. I'm not good at this." Like he hasn't been in anything in a really
Yeah,
long time.
he took
Yeah.
a different path, I guess. But
Yeah. That feels
Yeah, I
true.
know this. And with Willow too, with the singing career, like I just
mm,
Whip my hair back and forth. I whip my hair back and forth. That's a banger.
that's a banger.
I don't have enough hair to whip it back and forth, but I would if I could.
Me either.
I have
I
balance
can't
issues.
anymore.
We're
I'll
not
get
whipping
dizzy.
anything.
I'm gonna hurt something if I whip my
I'll
hair
tell you,
back and
something will
forth.
pop.
We are not okay.
Joe, whip your scalp back and forth.
Oh, yeah.
what do you think you would consider the best and worst Nepo baby?
Yes, I'll go kind of a Mount Rushmore for best. Jamie Lee Curtis, I would go.
I'm good
Why
with
not?
that. She's awesome.
Just for her
Tony
body,
Curtis and someone else.
just
Yeah.
for her body and pretty
Janet
face.
Leigh.
Who is it?
From Psycho, Janet Leigh.
Janet Leigh.
Janet
Yeah.
Leigh and Tony Curtis. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was gay. Whatever.
Well,
Okay.
He wasn't that nice.
And worst.
He denied it for a while.
I'm drawing a blank on worst. Yeah, you took the Smith out of me.
Yeah.
All right.
If I think of one, I'll throw it out there.
Come back around.
That's cool.
Jetta's been trying to do that for years.
Nah.
Oh,
All right.
man.
I think I thought of a worst.
Okay.
How about Paris Hilton?
Oh.
I
yeah.
actually find that she's quite good if she's put in the proper role.
I mean, she was good in the Wax movie. What was that?
Whack. I was just gonna.
Wax.
Oh,
He
Ryan
wasn't
walked
bad
out
at
on that one.
Yeah, I
The
walked
dumb
out.
Wanda
on that
gets
movie.
killed. Yeah.
Well,
You
I
walked
mean,
out?
like she dies in a. I enjoyed her death scene. I did, but however, my best. What about
A Night in Paris. is pretty good.
Josh Brolin for my best?
Mm.
That was a good call.
Josh Brolin is a
Brolin,
damn
yeah,
fine
yeah.
actor.
Forgetting he's a Nepo baby.
Even in Goonies, he looks 36 years old.
Yeah. He does.
He's also my pick for glow up. All right.
Ah,
God.
Definitely. Yeah.
yeah, sure. Yeah, he's a good one.
Yeah.
He still gets all the roles.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Yeah. And he's enjoyable in like almost everything.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays Josh Brolin.
Well, no, I mean,
like
what
his
was
range.
what was the superhero
But he
when
plays
he
it
did?
good.
Oh,
in
well,
the-
he
not
Cable.
Thanos, but the
Cable.
other
He was
one.
Cable in Deadpool.
Oh,
2.
Cable.
Cable.
He was
Yeah, like
Cable.
I enjoyed the fuck out of him as that, and I loved him as
Yeah.
Thanos and
and
No
he
Country
did.
for Old Men and
Yeah, he's great in that.
And he
But I
did
feel
this-
when you say he's Josh Brolin playing Josh Brolin, I feel like that's the same as I get a lot of Tom Atkins energy from Josh Brolin.
Mm-hmm.
Like where Tom
Ah.
Atkins is always playing Tom Atkins,
Yeah,
but
that's interesting. Yeah, okay.
well, maybe
I
Josh
see it.
Brolin
Tom
is
Atkins
always
works
playing
in
Tom
every
Atkins.
setting, just like Josh Brolin works in every
Yeah.
setting. Like he's
Tom
playing the
Atkins
same
does
character
work in
that he
every
is in
setting. Yeah.
in what's that Rodriguez Path of Grindhouse, Planet Terror.
Planet Terror. That's
Oh
my
yes.
favorite.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing like the same character that he played in No Country for Old Men, but somehow it works for both movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you trying to say he has limited range?
I'm
I
saying
do not
whatever.
think so at
He's
all.
not Olivia Hussey, but
It's like the guy that does the voice for Bob's Burgers. It's the same voice in every cartoon he does, but it works every time.
Every time.
But Planet Terror was my favorite Josh Brolin role because I love him
Oh,
as
it's
a
so
bad
good.
guy.
Yeah.
He plays a bad guy good. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat your brain and gain your
I
knowledge.
was just talking to somebody about this the other day. What an experience going to see Grindhouse was. Like
In the
before they
theater.
split it up
Yep. I
and
was
all
there.
the trailers and everything. That was so
Mhm.
cool.
I think
That's
they're
how we
playing it at the Mahoning.
You saw
are
it,
they?
Mom?
I would
That's
love
awesome.
to. I got to see it in the theaters once. I would love to go again and experience that.
That would
I'm
be
so
awesome.
pissed that it bombed because I would love
Yeah, because
Oh,
they were
if
going
they
to
would
keep
do
it
it more
going.
often.
They were two great movies, great fake trailers. It was
Yep.
long. It was long to sit through just because it was
Yeah.
4 hours, but
Sure.
still,
Like,
it was.
Death Proof gets
fantastic.
shit on. I love that movie. I
I
think it's
love
great.
that movie.
I do too. I love Tarantino. He's great.
And he loves Speed.
Zoe. What's her name? That was in.
So,
Death Proof.
Oh,
Wow.
the stunt woman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Zoe Bell.
Yeah, Zoe
Zoe
Bell.
Bell.
Yeah,
She is.
I have such a crush on Zoe Bell.
Yeah.
she's such a
Jesus.
sweetheart. Oh my god.
I met her. I like almost freaked out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I do own the movie on Blu-ray, and it's because I know on DVD it was like a pain in the ass. There was just you had to buy Planet Terror or you had to buy Death Proof.
Right.
But I do own the Blu-ray copy that is just Grindhouse, and it's got everything. It's got all the trailers put back in, so
That's
at least I can at home enjoy the 3.5 hour experience. But it's not the same.
because that's where Thanksgiving even came from, right?
Yeah.
There was a trailer
Yeah.
during that.
Thanksgiving, Hobo with a Shotgun.
And,
Yeah. Oh
Machete.
yeah, I forgot that one.
Machete started as a fake trailer.
Right. Wasn't there like a Nazi werewolf thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Werewolf Woman of the SS.
yeah.
That's
Was
it.
that Rob
Yeah.
Zombie?
Yeah, and
And wasn't Nick Cage in that trailer?
I think so.
Should have been if he wasn't.
I think Edgar Wright did one too. It was just called "Don't."
Yeah. Don't go in the house.
Yeah,
Don't go
Don't.
in the basement.
Awesome.
Yeah.
don't.
Don't.
That moment when Kurt Russell says, "But you have to be sitting in my seat."
Yes.
Like
Yes.
still, yeah.
Those are some rough deaths.
That
I'll
was
tell
great.
you what.
Yeah.
And the finale where they just kick the shit out of him. Oh my
I
god!
love that. And he's crying.
He's like, "Ladies, that was fantastic." And just out of nowhere, an arm comes up and a gun and just shoots him. He starts screaming like a bitch.
And
How
I
about they
love
cut the
his-
strip
what was it,
dance
his
scene out of
brother
it, though?
in,
It's crazy.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I've never seen
Played
that.
I
stunt.
haven't either.
You haven't seen that?
No,
Really?
I haven't seen a lot of
either.
movies.
Me too.
We're working on that though.
The
a good
strip
one.
dance
Yeah,
scene
yeah,
is
yeah.
in the DVD copy though. Like if you watch Death Proof on DVD, it puts the dance scene back in.
Oh.
It's like top strip
That is one of the
Tease
hottest
moment.
scenes ever.
ever.
It's pretty funny though. That
Film
it just
it.
says "real missing" though. That's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh
Oh, so
my
it's
God.
not in if
It
they
was
don't play it
great.
anymore?
no. If you watch Grindhouse,
wasn't in the
scene-
original
The scene is just says
theatrical
"real
release.
missing."
Yeah.
But if you watch if you just rented
The movie.
Death Proof, that scene is
Right.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last thing I'm going to say about those movies, because we talked about the real missing, the whole what's her name, Rose McGowan scene where her and the dude are like making out, and then it goes real missing, and then it just cuts back to the gas station being on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best
Love it.
fucking moment ever.
I love it.
I was almost in the aisle laughing uncontrollably. I had such a great
Tarantino.
experience in the theater.
Nicole, you haven't seen the Hollywood one?
Mhm.
Once upon a time.
Once Upon a
No.
Time.
You'd
in
like it, Nicole, a lot.
Yeah,
you would
I'm
like
surprised.
it a lot.
I think you'd really like it.
We gotta
You
make
would.
that
I
happen.
haven't
But
because I'm such a
Stuntman
Leonardo
Mike's
fan.
Stuntman Mike's brother is
And
in
it's
it.
Tarantino as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tarantino.
Oh, okay. Oh,
About
that
the
is
Manson
exciting.
family.
Oh.
Ooh.
And there's an actor, Leonardo, and his stuntman Brad Pitt. But one of the other stuntmen is Stuntman Mike's brother, and he's obviously played by Kurt Russell. But it's not Stuntman Mike; it's Stuntman Bob or whatever. I thought it was great. Dad.
Hey. Oh my. It's gonna get
Dad.
serious here.
Got a dad voice a second. Hang on.
What is she dragging?
Did you say
dog.
dog
She was
table?
cracking me up on the last one because that was we were talking about the demon stuff, and she was singing God songs to us because we were talking about too many satanic things. I was crying. I was laughing so hard. I love that more than I can tell you.
That's funny.
It brought me such joy.
Yeah. Yeah, she's something. But yeah, no, she's dragging the dog around on a leash, and
No.
Oh,
he gets to a point where he's just had enough, and I think we're just about there. So
Yeah.
I shall intervene if necessary. Anyhow, Nicole, did we hear your picks?
No. I'm gonna go best. I gotta go with Nicolas Cage.
Aha!
He.
I always forget he's a Coppola.
Uh-huh.
That's
He's
right.
I always
after
forget.
Long Legs. I'm just like, yeah.
He's
That was
done
a good one.
a lot of
Just
weird
so
stuff and good stuff.
I'd never seen a performance from him like in Long Legs. It blew my mind.
Unsettling.
Really did. Oh, very unsettling. Like I wanted to take a shower when I got home. Unsettling. Worst. It just has to be fat. It doesn't have. It can be like husband wife too.
yeah. That's
Yeah, I'll allow it.
I gotta go with Sherry Moon Zombie. I'm sorry, I can't fucking do this.
Good call.
I can't. She can't act for. She couldn't act her way out of a wet paper bag, and he puts her in every fucking movie he does, and it drives me crazy. She's awful. I'm sorry. She's beautiful. I'm sure she's a nice person, but she cannot act for shit.
I
I
politely
like her as
disagree.
baby.
No, she was annoying. I wanted to slap her. Like I can't. I did like. He did okay in the Munsters because I really enjoyed the Munsters, but she's only in the because she's married to him, and it drives me crazy.
Be careful with him.
The pets are not going into the bad's room.
The pets aren't going
The
in
ad
the
room or the
bathroom.
back room?
Bathroom?
Oh,
Bathroom.
bathroom.
She loves to wash the animals. So
I really a movie that nobody brings up when they talk about Sherry Moon Zombie is 31. I really liked her in 31.
I didn't see that.
My favorite thing she ever did was a voiceover in that El Super Beasto movie.
Oh my.
Look at her.
I actually kind of like that movie. So
I've never seen it. I heard it's pretty bonkers.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. I mean, it has all the stuff that you would expect him to have, you know, like zombie Nazis and all sorts of stuff like
It's a
that.
cartoon,
You know what I mean?
right?
Yeah, it's a cartoon. So, but, you know, whether you like cartoons or not, that one's actually kind of worth a look. Anyhow. All right, I was holding back on what Olin said because I didn't know if he was going to duplicate something that you were saying.
What? Well, I didn't go yet.
Go for it. I shall hold it back even longer.
For Beth, I'm going to go Kiefer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, he didn't even come into my brain.
Think of that.
Oh my god.
I mean, especially his early work, like Stand By Me, Lost Boys, that
The
era.
Eye for an Eye movie. He was terrifying.
I don't think
That
I've
was
seen that.
another one. Yeah. You want to take a shower after you watch it.
I was just going to say all those movies you guys mentioned. Yeah, I really like the one where he played the really skeezy bad guy. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That was all.
You got it narrow it down.
Oh,
Well,
I was
I mean,
going
he
to
was
say,
in Young Guns.
I was going to say phone booth.
Tones, yeah.
Time to kill.
Those I finally watched for the first time.
Ryan, I
He's
have
actually.
to ask you,
Did
is
you
there
ever
somebody
see
in the
The
room with you?
Vanishing?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
a good
That's
movie.
such a good movie.
Vanishing was great.
Him and Jeff Bridges
Yeah. And
Great.
Sandra
is
Bullock
the
was in
guy who
that, too.
kidnaps his girlfriend,
Girlfriend, yeah. The rest
I-
stopper.
and he has to like live through the to find out what happened to her. He has to live through the events of when
What
she was
went
abducted.
through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great
That was scary.
movie.
Yeah.
And he makes
Um,
good choices. That's a good pick.
I
Yeah.
almost said Jeff Bridges for my pick.
I was going to say that's another good
Yeah.
pick for Jeff and Bo, both.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd argue. I mean, he kind of one upped his dad, I think, in fame, didn't he?
Sure. I
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah.
Kind
Yeah.
of, sort of.
Yeah, because I mean he's still relevant
Definitely
now.
right
He's
up
still
there
getting
with
good
him
roles.
for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
All right. So for my bad, it's not really for she ended up turning it around, but Sophia Coppola,
I almost said her, and then I thought I might get backlash.
she started in Godfather 3.
Whew.
I know, and it was
Awful.
terrible.
Oh, like she was so miscast, and it was really just a case of like Francis Ford Coppola trying to make his daughter a
Yeah.
star and
Help,
forcing
yeah.
us them.
We need somebody Italian
forcing
for
them
this
through it.
role. Oh, look, my daughter. Yeah.
You're Italian.
I like some of the movies that she's made as a director, but
Yes.
like Lost, I really like Lost in Translation. Most people either love or hate that movie, but I dig it. I like the idea of being middle aged and hanging out like I am, hanging out in Tokyo and falling in love with Scarlett Johansson. That sounds like a fantastic fucking time.
Like house plant. No.
Yeah, but yeah, as an actress, she was one and done as an actress, I think, and thank God for us all.
Thank God for us.
I really hated what she did with Priscilla. I was so looking forward to that movie, and
that movie gave me.
Which one was that?
I had Priscilla and Elvis.
It was an A24 movie that came
Oh,
out.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, from Priscilla's book, Elvis and Me, which was like I've read it 150 fucking times. Like I lived with that book in my hands when I was in high school. You know, I love that book, and I'm a huge Elvis fan. But the book and the movie, she painted him out to be such. I know Clint and I are going to disagree. She painted him out to be such a villain.
Elvis.
More so than the book led on. You know, when Priscilla wrote that book, she wrote him as I don't even know what the word is, not mentor, but
well, she still had love for him.
He loved her and she loved him. And in the movie, she made Elvis out to be this controlling, like R. Kelly drug dealing.
She was 14 when he became interested.
I know she was.
And that was the ick part for me. You know, that talking her parents into letting her spend the weekend with him in another state when she's 15 years old, you know?
I mean, she was supervised and all that, but
and I'm not saying like anything against her. I'm just saying that movie gave me the ick.
Yeah. And it shouldn't have, because the book was not icky at all.
Right.
I mean, in the book they grew apart. And the way Sophia Coppola did it in the movie, Priscilla finally got balls and got away from this abusive, horrible fucking person. And it wasn't like that, you know. So I don't like her as an actor or a director.
So it was like her creative choices that changed the book around.
Exactly. The way she directed that movie, and I did not like it at all. I'm sorry to go on like that. I have such a soft spot for
I haven't seen it, but I'm like now I definitely
will. I don't think you should. I honestly it just gave me the ick. And again, maybe I didn't, and now maybe I'd read the book, but yeah, the movie did not make me feel warm and fuzzy at all.
I mean, it's A24. That's their job.
Yes, 100%. And I usually really like A24.
Book was better.
There you go. Book was better.
I would probably now read the book based on what you're saying to me, but I wouldn't watch that movie again. Emilio Estevez. I should have said Emilio.
He was on my list too, and
I was going to say, if we don't get to if nobody else said it, I wanted to give an honorable mention to Emilio Estevez and Joe Estevez.
And Joe Estevez
as best
in
and
both
worst
categories.
Tiger Blood.
I was going to say Charlie Sheen too. I mean,
I think Emilio's a better actor than Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen has more charisma and
cocaine.
Charlie Sheen went from best to worst.
Yeah.
As soon as he started winning, it just went all to shit.
The older I get, the more and more I relate to Charlie Sheen for some odd reason.
Yeah.
Tiger Blood.
Hookers, my friend.
Next thing you'll be standing on top of a building holding a machete.
Nice.
What was that, Joe?
Oh, it's a Tiger Blood. That'll get you.
Blood.
Absolutely. Tiger Blood.
Oh my! Falling behind here.
Yes, because I went on and on. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
No, you're good.
Well, did you want to read Olin's response?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah.
He says
I'm looking
best.
at it because I have the YouTube.
Ryan Reynolds, worst David Caruso.
You need to explain that because I don't know who either one of them is related to.
Was that for blow-ups or
I don't know.
Oh no, I
because
think
Ryan
that's the
Reynolds
best
was
person.
on Disney
Yeah,
Mickey
on
Mouse
that
Club?
13 or 14, whatever that
Hmm.
teenage
Okay.
soap opera was.
Oh
Little
no,
drummer
that was
boy.
Gosling. Oh, no, that was Gosling.
But Ryan Reynolds was on a Canadian soap opera for kids,
Huh.
and he played a drummer, and he was kind of heavy as a kid, and he's a nerd. He was like 13 years old.
All right, Olin, you're just going to have to come on here and
Yeah,
explain
I'm not
yourself.
seeing. I'm looking it up right now. I'm not seeing. Like I typed in David Caruso nepotism and nothing's coming up. So I'm thinking he's maybe talking about glow ups
I don't know.
Maybe.
because I'm not aware of anybody Ryan Reynolds.
We
Is
didn't
related.
do.
Right,
we
because my
didn't do a
first thought went
best and
Burt
worst
Reynolds.
result.
But I don't think he's related to him.
Huh.
All right, now I got to find out the name of that show. Hang on.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything about Ryan Reynolds either.
Was David Caruso a child actor?
I don't know.
I didn't think he was, but that doesn't mean anything. I'm not a fan of his at all.
Clint Howard
15.
was
The
quite
show was
glow up.
called 15. Ryan, did you know this?
Clint Howard, yeah, that's a good one.
15? What?
It was a TV show called 15. It was a Canadian soap opera for kids.
What? That sentence is just words put together.
I know. Well, Ryan Reynolds. It was one of his first.
Oh
things.
no, I do not.
Oh, it was 1990. When were you?
83.
83.
Could have
Okay.
been 7. Ryan Gosling is another glow up. He
He
used to
was
be
a
on like
Disney
Canadian
kid.
kids shows all the
Yeah.
time. He was on like Are You
Yeah.
Afraid of the Dark and shit like that.
I thought of a bad nepo.
What?
Uh, Asia or Argento.
Argento.
Throwing her in anything he could, and I don't know. I just don't think she had anything going on. Granted,
No.
she was a child actress for a few of them, but I don't think she brought anything to any of the roles personally.
Think about your father directing you in sex scenes.
In sex scenes,
That's
creeps
creepy.
me out.
How creepy is that?
That's really creepy. That's an
Anthony Bourdain,
I didn't
R.I.P.
even know about that. I'm just thinking of like the Demon and Church movie, and then
She was in Demons
Land,
too.
Land of the Dead. Yeah,
Land of the Dead, yeah. I think
She
that's the
did a
only time I've
number
ever
of
seen
his
one.
movies, but yeah, she had some pretty
was in
heavy.
the-
Your dad.
Yeah, she was
asked
in the
you to
mother
arch
of.
your back
She was in the
more and
last
see.
Mother of Tears movie.
Yes,
That's creepy.
agreed.
Oh no, the hair on the back of my neck just stood up.
Yeah.
So strange.
Yeah, it'd be like, did you
Oh,
forget
God.
everything we rehearsed?
I was just gonna say. He just goes, Asia, I'm not feeling the emotion in the scene.
God,
I didn't even know about that. I didn't even know about that.
ew. That's so nasty.
I see you are
You don't
following the
slap
man,
your
but I'm
daughter's
not
ass
seeing
like
it in
that.
your
You slap it
eyes.
like this.
Oh my god. No.
Do we have to go over the storyboard again?
Jesus Christ.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Well, on
God.
that note, I have another selection. It just says best cameo.
Oh, I got one.
So think of a movie,
I
any
had about
movie that had a
20 of them
cameo.
float into my head. Yeah.
Actually, no, yeah,
I
the
know
one
a
I
lot,
have, you don't
yeah.
actually, you don't actually see him.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm struggling with that one.
I've got a good one. If you want me to go first, Clint.
Sure, go for it.
I'm going with Bruce Willis in Split.
Very good one.
Very good one.
Is a good.
What a
one.
great one.
That was a moment.
It
Yeah.
was a twisty twist.
Yeah,
It's a twisty turn.
yeah. You didn't know what you were looking at until then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that it was a sequel to friggin' Unbreakable.
Yeah, yeah.
I was so excited.
And then
And then followed that up with Parking Lot, the movie.
parking lot. the movie.
Parking lot.
Now, to be
Where
fair, it was also
86% of the film takes place in a parking lot.
Interrogation Room, the movie, for
There's-
like 30%.
Parking
Or
lot.
whatever it is, whatever that room is that you talk to a patient in a psych ward. Walk-in
But
closet,
you
the
have
movie.
to-
They couldn't even
Count-
afford a
no.
proper room.
James McAvoy's performance in that movie was
Amazing.
So good.
Brilliant.
100%.
So good.
100%.
I've had a
No.
thing for him since Penelope.
Yep.
Penelope.
There's a horror movie come out with him that looks awesome.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for
Where
it.
they're like, they like hook up with a vacationing couple or something, and
Oh
they're
no,
not
yeah.
like what they seem.
Oh,
Yeah,
they're
he looks,
homeless,
and
yeah.
he's like jacked as F in that. Like
And they
he looks
cut the
huge.
kid's tongue out or something.
That's
He's like,
actually a
Oh
remake
my god.
Oh, is it, Nicole?
from a French movie made in I think 2022.
No way.
Yeah, I won't be seeing it,
In
but
2022.
I
So
thought
this
we
is
got
Yeah.
away
real
from
recent.
remaking French movies.
no,
It's too
yeah,
bad.
it's, they remade it from a French movie. In
You've seen it?
2022. That, yeah, Olin made me watch it. Neither one of us had seen it, so it was a first time watch for both of us. And I like a miserable ending. This movie was too much for the ending was too much. For me. I couldn't
Wow.
handle it. It was bad. Yeah,
You want a happy ending or a miserable ending?
it was beyond miserable. This wasn't The Mist. This was like Speak No
Oh,
Evil.
I've heard about that one. Yeah, I'm not watching that.
And from what I've seen in the trailers, it's like a word for word remake. Like it doesn't look like they changed a lot. So
Oh.
if they end it the way they did the original, I will not be watching it.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a blast.
Oh yeah. I would rather watch Inside again.
Actually, it's funny because I was going to bring it up, and I'll bring it up really quick.
It's a great movie.
They
by
did
Pixar.
do an American remake to Inside,
yes, they did.
Really?
and I'm going to
Just
spoil
about.
it. They gave it a happier ending.
Damn it. See, that's what I was wondering about this
Well-
the Speak No Evil movie, because Americans other countries do endings differently than we do. Like The Mist was like the most horrifying thing anyone had ever seen. So I don't know how they're going to do Speak No Evil with the ending.
Yeah.
They might change it because Americans could not handle the ending to that movie.
Like Inside, the remake of Inside was killed during the casting process. They're like, Melissa McCarthy is the woman trying to break in. Like, this is so strange.
Making that shit up.
It's not.
making
He's
that up.
making that up. You're so full of shit.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, really.
I'm sorry, Melissa McCarthy can sell any role she's in.
She can.
It's
Almost any role,
amazing.
yeah. Thunder Force, I have to say no. Danish. I'm sorry. Danish. It wasn't French, it was Danish.
Danishes are delicious.
They are delicious. I would go for a Danish right now.
I'm Danish.
I'd go for a Danish right now.
I actually am, but I mean, that's
I know you are, yes. But you're
What does
not
that mean?
cheese filled or
Netherlands?
fruit-filled.
Denmark.
Denmark.
My
Sorry.
my Elamo and Elefa were right off the boat from Copenhagen.
That's my favorite
Cool.
grandma names. It's even
I
better than
think I'm
Oman
butchering it.
Oman.
My accent is terrible.
Okay.
But
What was the question?
I can't even remember anymore.
Best cameo.
Cameo. That's right. Bruce Willis.
Awesome.
Split.
Split.
Joe, I think is your turn now.
Probably because the Deadpool movies are out right now. I'm thinking Deadpool 2, The Vanisher, Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt.
Don't know it's him for like a quarter of a second of him getting electrocuted. Well, car shooting down. Yeah, that was good.
That was the best. Did
That's
you
funny.
see If? Have you
Yes.
seen the movie If, the new
Sure.
Imaginary
Oh, the
Friend
Imaginary
movie?
Friend movie. No.
Ridiculous. The cast is ridiculous. It's so great.
Okay, so you know the Kevin, the invisible,
Yeah.
he's listed as Brad Pitt in the credits.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
He plays Kevin. You never see Kevin or hear Kevin at all, but Brad Pitt is
Yeah.
Kevin
Brad Pitt.
in the credits, which I think
That
is
was a cute
hysterical.
movie. That was a really
That's
cute
funny.
movie.
Well, it was funny. Like Brad Pitt didn't even take a paycheck for that. Like he had to, I think, because he's like a whatever
Member,
union
yeah,
they're on.
it's
But it was like something stupid. I can't even remember what it was.
like $1.50.
It was like a coffee or something like they gave him. But he just they're like Ryan Reynolds was talking about. He's like, we need to get the most ridiculous person, and he's like, let's get someone like Brad Pitt. And they're like, nobody like Brad Pitt is going to do that. And Ryan Reynolds just like he reached out to him, was like, dude, come on, it's gonna
I'm
be funny.
Canadian,
And
let me
Brad
do
Pitt
this.
was like, of course I'm going to do this.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good one. Oh, me. How about Matt Damon in Euro Trip?
Oh yeah, Scotty don't know.
Scotty doesn't know.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Oh
I
my!
think so.
Oh,
That's
it's
a movie-
it's a very raunchy, fun comedy.
It is what I'm thinking of. Okay.
Yeah, worst twins ever. But yeah, he plays Scotty's the main character. His girlfriend Fiona has been cheating on him. She breaks up with him at his graduation, and right after they go to a party, and Matt Damon is playing the punk singer of a band. He's all face tattooed, and he's singing the song Scotty doesn't know. That basically I'm ramming his girlfriend, and he's singing this for the whole party, and everybody's just
Ramming.
jamming out. But he's perfect in that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Cool.
Cole, what do you
Um,
think?
First, I have to ask Ryan: is there somebody in your room, or is that a fan or a ghost or what? I keep seeing this black fabric cutting into the. Yes, thank you.
I have a fan blowing on me from this side,
Okay,
and it's moving my curtain.
I didn't know what it was. I didn't know if. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Is there a spirit we need to
It's
Yeah.
a ghost.
Yeah. It's like that. It's like that thing in Sinister.
That
Like, how small does a role have to be considered a cameo? You know,
Brad Pitt was in half a second.
Yeah.
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 Usually it's just on screen for a few seconds to a couple of minutes. I mean,
I consider a cameo to be somebody who's way too famous
One
to
and
be in
done.
a role that short.
Yeah.
yeah.
okay, yeah,
I
makes
I have
sense.
so many. There are 1,000 of them floating through my head. I'm gonna go with the funniest, the one that I thought was the funniest, and I don't remember which one it was. Stan Winston playing the librarian in Spider-Man
yeah.
when he's standing there with the headphones on, listening to classical music and like stamping books, and there's this huge, massive fight going on behind him, and shit's flying, and shelves are getting knocked over, and he's just playing along with the music.
That was probably the best one.
I loved him. I loved that cameo that he did in that movie. That
The
was
one-
that was fantastic.
Because he was in a lot of those Marvel movies, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
he always
until he
did
died.
cameos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Stan Lee, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
What did I
I think
say?
it's I think you said Stan Winston. That threw me
Yeah.
off. I was
Did I
like, wait
say
a minute.
Stan Winston?
You did, but I didn't even pick up on it either. I knew exactly who you're talking about.
I knew exactly. Yeah.
apologize.
I honestly thought it was Stan Winston. I was like, huh.
I'm glad I was paying attention.
Like, that's a weird one.
Why did I
Yeah.
say Stan Winston? Stan Lee.
You're a big fan of his work.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's funny. The one that my wife brings up as her favorite Stan Lee cameo was when he was a delivery person and he was bringing a package for Tony Stank.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, that was
anyhow,
at the end of Civil War, right?
Yes, I
that
think it
sounds
was.
right. Yeah.
I liked his cameo in Mallrats.
Yes.
Who's?
Stanley's.
Oh yeah.
Was he like selling chocolate covered pretzels or something? I mean,
He just played himself.
He put himself-
Talked
Yeah,
to
because
Brody
there
for
was
like
some
5
comic
minutes.
convention going on at the mall or whatever.
Yeah,
God.
Stanley signing comics.
Yeah.
Fuck, I love Mallrats.
that makes sense.
I've never seen it.
You've never seen Mall? Oh my god.
Wow. Yeah.
That
That's-
opening monologue with his cousin Walter, I have that memorized verbatim. I say that all the time.
Wow.
That's right.
Sounds like a watch along.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
I don't really like those movies. The View Askew, is that what they're called? The View
Yeah,
Askew.
the Views universe. But hey, it's got Shannon Doherty too.
It's true.
Yeah.
And Claire
Is that a selling
Forlani.
point?
Yeah, it is.
Claire
Oh.
Forlani. That movie and Meet Joe Black are like the only two movies I can think of with her.
And
Yeah.
London, the bad Jeremy London, not the good one.
I can't tell them apart.
Jason London was
I'm with you.
Randall Pink Floyd from Dazed and Confused, and Jeremy is
They look
Paul
the same.
They do not.
They do.
It looks the same.
Jason and Jeremy London, they're twin brothers. They're both actors, but they're identical twins.
They are not identical.
Oh, they're pretty. They're more identical than the Olsen twins are.
They're-
You're like, unless somebody is super famous, I don't know who the hell they are.
Have you
Like,
seen
I don't
Dazed and
know any of these
Confused?
people.
Adam, have you seen Dazed and Confused?
Yes.
He's the main guy, Randall Pink Floyd in Dazed and Confused. That would be Jason, the hot one. No, sorry, they're both hot, but yeah, Jeremy was in Mallrats. He was
I honestly thought they were the same person too. I did,
really. Hmm.
and I knew they were twins. I just still, I can't tell. I'm with
Jeremy
Ryan.
London hit me up for marijuana at a convention and followed my friend around until she gave him drugs. Is that
That sounds
inappropriate?
equal
Wow.
parts terrifying and awesome.
That was obnoxious. But then we
Nice.
made him take pictures with us because we're like, "Fuck you! We gave you just now you have to take a picture with us." It was
That's
awkward.
the least he could do.
Exactly.
I mean,
All
I don't want
right.
to take a picture of you guys. This can be weird.
So Stan Lee, nice.
Yep.
What do you think, Adam? Gonna throw out Alfred Hitchcock or?
Oh, God damn it.
Did I steal it? What?
I was actually going to bring him up.
Okay, go for it.
Well, I mean, he wasn't like my official answer, but I was going to be like, I mean, he always made like an appearance in his movies or his silhouette or what have you.
Yeah.
Like when we did our Psycho 2 episode, I thought it was really cool how they even stuck him in that movie. Like it was just his silhouette like on a couch or something like that, but it was still cool that they tried to incorporate that.
That is cool.
But anyway, cameo, Christopher Walken in Pulp Fiction.
I forgot about that.
The
Right.
one.
Oh, you're gonna have an awkward
Yeah.
10-minute conversation with a
watch.
little kid about something you had up here.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I kept this uncomfortable hunk of metal in my ass for
Up
2
my
years.
ass for 2 years. This is your birthright.
Later on in the movie, Bruce Willis is like, my father went through a lot to get me this watch.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not telling the story.
But that cameo, that whole monologue that he gives is so great. So
Mhm.
like when he Bruce Willis is in the clear. So when he goes to get that watch, you kind of it makes sense. It makes more sense that why he
Yeah.
wouldn't just give it up.
Why he would go
Yeah.
back for that?
Yeah.
Watch.
Mm-hmm.
What a great movie that Pulp Fiction is.
Oh,
It's
I
so
love
fucking great.
Pulp
Now I
Fiction.
want
So
Blu-ray
great.
cakes.
Yeah, that is pretty good. I struggle with this. Damn, so many good cameos out there.
They really are.
But
Mhm.
and I was gonna say one, but I was like, no, he was in more than one scene, so that's not a cameo. But I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna pick an odd one. Ben Stiller in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny.
Love that movie.
I thought that was such a great cameo.
Oh.
And him telling the story about the history of the pick, and like even they question his story. They're like, why didn't you just get somebody to translate it? He's like, let them read it too.
Yeah.
You know, about translating Latin text. He learned Latin so that he could do it himself. Yeah.
Oh
Anyhow,
my god, that movie's just full of amazing cameos. I'm going to argue a bit with you on this just before you get to the next one.
okay.
I think Tim Robbins is the better cameo
Oh shit. Okay.
as the
Oh.
crazed diner guy. Come over here so I can-
History museum.
Yeah. Come over here. I'm going to cut you. What? No, we're not coming over there.
What about Janet Leigh in Halloween? What was it?
Oh, yeah, that was
H2O?
fun.
H2O. Yeah,
Yeah.
she did do
That
that.
was a good one.
God,
That's
I
pretty
have-
good.
My
Huh?
cat cannot.
An honorable mention. One of my favorites, Stephen King in Pet Cemetery. As
Oh
the
yes, as the
Oh
preacher.
yeah.
I love
I-
that. I
I
love
forgot
that.
he was in that.
he
I
does
liked-
cameos in a lot of his movies.
He does in
Yeah.
almost all of
In the
them.
original?
The original
Or
Pet
the
Cemetery. He
remake?
was the priest
Really? I
No,
totally
in the
at a
forgot.
funeral
Or-
Yeah.
Okay.
when the housekeeper killed herself.
Oh, does he give a sermon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just stands there. May the Lord bless you and keep you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I
good in
like this-
Maximum Overdrive too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
yeah,
his
he was
cameo
great.
in Sleepwalkers. He played the groundskeeper at the cemetery.
I forgot about that. Yeah, he does a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
This machine just called me an asshole.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to bring up David Letterman and Cabin Boy.
Jennifer.
You want to buy a monkey?
Dude, I mean, there are so many. There are so many great cameos.
Hey,
Yeah.
you look like a fancy lad.
You're
That's
one of
almost
them
the whole
fancy
hangout.
lads,
Is
ain't
just
you?
coming up with
You want to
cameos.
buy a monkey?
Yeah. Yeah. There's a ton of them.
There's so many.
That's so funny. You want to buy a monkey?
That reminds me of Kathy Bates in oh fuck.
Rat race?
Yes, thank you. The squirrel lady. she's
You
trying to
should have
kill
bought
a
a squirrel.
You should have bought a squirrel.
You should have bought a squirrel. That's good too.
Oh my
Ah.
God.
All right, I'm gonna shift gears. I pulled out one, and it just says "creepiest kid."
Oh.
Oh God.
You think of a movie with a creepy kid, and then
Yeah, but you
think of
gotta
a
go for the
better one with a creepier
Yeah,
kid.
exactly.
So,
Hmm.
is there a kid in a movie that just haunts your nightmares?
Yes.
Okay, I can't wait.
Quite a few.
Hmm. What do you think, Ryan? You having trouble?
Creepiest
I got
kid.
one.
This book,
What's
see,
the
I
topic?
never find any kid really inherently creepy. It's the same thing with Chucky. Like, if a kid gets too creepy, you just kick him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Is it creepiest kid? Is that the topic?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was watching the My Monkey scene.
Yeah. I,
You wanna
I saw
buy
you
monkey?
send it into the chat. You know,
Clint,
I will check that out later.
do you have one? Does Joe have one? Does someone want to go
I
first?
have one.
I have a good one.
I can go. It don't matter to me if you want to.
Yeah, go ahead, Jeff.
All right, go
Thank
ahead.
you.
The hologram of the Red Queen, the little girl in Resident Evil.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
can't
she-
kick that kid.
A little creepy.
You can't
Yeah.
kick that kid.
Yeah, kick in the air. Like
yeah.
Charlie Brown in the football.
Aw.
Yeah.
Y'all going to die down there.
Yeah,
I just watched that the other night.
it's a good one. That's one of my favorites. All right, very
Um,
cool. Red Queen, love it.
How about Charlie from Hereditary?
Yeah.
It was that
Yeah.
noise that she was that that fucking
I
made
never
her
found
creepy.
Charlie creepy.
Oh, the lights are off in the house. You hear that clicking sound in the other room.
She's cutting off the heads of
Yeah,
birds.
yeah, she's fucking with birds. That's fucking creepy. It's a good call.
Standing out there just staring all weird at people.
Shoves a dead bird in
Blocking-
your pocket.
Yeah, like she's a little bit creepy. I'm just saying.
Definitely.
I can't even describe what she looks like. It's like her face was on sideways.
Aw.
Her head was later. I mean,
Too soon.
Okay.
Not too soon. She didn't
No, it's
actually get
absolutely not too
decapitated.
soon. Yeah.
It was fantasy.
Is this the
God.
Just a lot.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Nicole. Yeah.
yes?
I'm torn between two. And
Okay.
I'm sure you know what they are.
I don't know what one of them is.
I'm gonna go with because it wasn't really. I'm gonna go with Damien,
Good one.
original Omen, and it wasn't even the smiling scene. It was the scene when Lee Remick fell off the second floor balcony,
Fell.
and he
off
was
the
just
balcony.
sitting there watching her. As
Yeah.
she, no response, no reaction. No, his mother just hits the marble floor, and he's just sitting there watching her. Like, yeah, no.
Mhm.
Damien, I would drop kick Damien in a heartbeat.
Like
Yeah.
even that evil smile. They were like, I read something where like they were doing like
Yeah, they were making him.
behind the camera
Yeah,
to get him to smile, and
yeah.
and that's and you know
That's what
it was
got
a
him
genuine
that cringe.
smile. Like he thought something
Mhm.
was funny as fuck, and
And
it
when he's
just looked
laying on
really
the
evil.
floor, when
Actually,
what's her name comes in?
I heard the
The
opposite.
nanny.
For the end of the movie. I was listening to the commentary, and the director said he actually didn't want Damien to smile.
Yeah, but somebody was making faces and made him.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
they told
'Cause I
him
remember
not
him
to
saying like he was
smile, and he
was
couldn't. They
whispering
were
behind the
getting,
camera saying, "Don't you smile, don't you?"
yeah,
And then he did,
so he was
and
kind of like,
then they're like, "Oh, hey, that actually kind of works."
Yeah.
sort of creepy as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
I
he
can't believe I
was
listened
on
to
the
the commentary
floor.
for that movie.
Oh my God, what was her? I just watched it too. What was her name? The nanny, Mrs. Baylock.
Ugh.
When she first comes in to meet Damien, and he's just laying on the floor in front of the fireplace, coloring, and he just looks up at her, and she, have no fear, little one, and he's just looking at her like, hi, like, yeah, it's not some creepy strange woman in the doorway. Hi, yeah. Whew.
Good
That's my
movie.
pick. Yeah.
I just saw part 2 for the first time very recently. Have you? It's
Oh,
really
really?
good. Omen
It
part
is.
2. Yeah,
They're all good. I love all the Omen movies.
I
Except
saw the
seen
one with
part 2.
Sam Neill, and I never saw the second one for some reason. That was pretty
I've
good.
never seen the fourth one.
I love the
With the
fourth
girl.
one with Delia. Yes,
Delia.
that's one of my favorites. I love the Omen 4. It's shot like a made-for-TV movie, but
I thought it was a made for.
Was
I think
it made
is.
for TV?
Yeah, I think it is.
I think it was
Yeah.
a made for TV
Yeah, I
movie.
think it was.
Yeah, but you're right. It has that feel about it.
It was so good. It was so good.
Damien, put the dog down, Damien.
All right, Adam.
I can't remember his name, but he was the little creepy kid. He was Kevin Bacon's son in Star of Echoes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The feathers.
Oh yeah.
The feathers.
Yeah. I'm afraid of the feathers. Talking
He
to
was
the
creepy.
girl. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
dude. Like he looked like a human gecko, like he looked like a gecko with human skin.
Wow.
Like he had a really
Hi, small
odd
child. I
shaped
hope
face.
I don't give you a complex.
The lizard people are coming.
like Haley Joel Osment and Tori Spelling had a baby.
Oh my god. Bug eyes.
Jesus.
You're not wrong though. You're not wrong.
Oh God. It's hot in here. Oh my God. Yeah, he was genuinely creepy.
Yeah.
When he's talking to the cop like he knows him and he never
Yeah.
met him before in his life. Yeah.
Like he was creepier than Haley Joel Osment in The Sixth Sense or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because Haley Joel was, well,
He wasn't creepy. He was just a
sad,
Victim.
sad kid.
yeah. Hiding in his teepee.
Poor thing.
In his
I
fort.
love that
Yeah,
movie.
I do too.
Which
Sixth
Sixth
Sense.
I do too. I hate that Stir of Echoes suffered because of it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, Agreed.
Stir of
'cause I
Echoes
love
was
Stir of Echoes.
fantastic.
Yeah. But the second one
I
is
love them
bad.
both, but I think Stir of Echoes is slightly better. And that's, I
It's,
know that's a hot take.
I agree.
Well,
But
once you know the twist of The Sixth Sense, well, no, then I still enjoyed going back and watching it again to
See-
pick up all the things that you missed.
Tony Collette is just
Yeah, the cool thing about The Sixth Sense was
Yeah.
like it's one of those twists where when you go back and watch it, you pick up on things
You
you
pick
never
on
saw
all-
the first time.
yeah.
It's been a while since I saw it, but the last time I was still like, whoa, like I'm still picking up like little
Still,
things like
still grab. and
yeah.
stuff.
Yep.
But Stir of Echoes had Ileana Douglas, who
Yeah.
was
She's
one of my early
fantastic.
crushes. Yeah,
Is that the lady?
that's
The
the lady
sister.
that puts him under the sister.
Oh. Who is his wife? She was like from like
she was very cute. I don't know who she. what her
yeah,
name
she was that's yeah,
very
that's
cute.
what Adam's looking for.
She's making Adam stutter.
Clint.
Is it
have
me?
anybody playing?
Yeah. Then we got to go back to Ryan.
Yes.
What's Ryan doing, by the way? What are you doing right now, Ryan?
I was looking up
Uh,
who the lady was in Stir of Echoes.
Oh, I thought you were like learning a language or something.
I thought he was recreating that scene in Scanners right before the dude's head explodes.
Catherine Irby. Catherine Irby.
I can't get the little clown girl from Terrifier 2 out of my head.
Oh, she's good.
She is
The pale girl.
incredibly creepy and terrifying. Like if I saw that across a dark room, I would jump out a window. It's
Doesn't she like shit herself?
yeah.
Probably,
Yeah. The one scene,
I don't remember that.
Yeah. just
Thank
like
God.
diarrhea pooling all over the floor. It's kind of gross.
What did I
Welcome
miss?
back, Joe.
It was in the laundromat.
Terrifier 2, Joe.
Uh,
I hate the movies. I hate the Terrifier movies. Hate
Yeah.
them.
I do too.
I get it.
Can't
High
stand
five.
Yeah.
Let me ask you: hate is in don't like, or hate is in like it's too gory?
Can you
them.
do
Hate
this,
is in
Nicole?
it's hot garbage.
Nicole,
Yeah,
can you
okay.
do this?
High five here also. Thank you.
Oh,
What's wrong with
wait,
you
they're
guys?
over there. Wait, there we go.
Someone hit me in the head.
Oh my God.
Not a lot of people excited for part 3, I take it.
Oh well, they
I
can
am.
have it.
I can't help it. I'll watch it.
I'll probably watch it too.
Yeah, I like
All right. I'll hold back
Right.
Olin's comment before I give Ryan a chance to go.
Okay, I've thought long and hard. I don't know. Mikey, I guess.
Oh, the
From
movie
Life
Mikey?
cereal commercials? What?
No, yeah, Mikey
No,
liked it. No,
the
from the
kid-
movie
likes
Mikey.
it.
Oh,
There's like all
Cute.
these. There's all these like early '90s thrillers, like The Hand That
Brian
Rocks the
Bonsall
Cradle,
from-
The Private
Mikey, he'll
Minds.
eat anything.
that's I
Wasn't
never
it
saw
Brian
Mikey.
Bonsall
So.
from Family Ties?
It was the kid from Blank Check,
Brian, I think it's
Brian
Brian.
Bonsall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From that.
but
They
he
brought
plays
him
like
in.
a
with the kids
he
from
plays
Family
like a
Ties
little
for-
serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh my
Jeez.
God.
I just remember like
Oh.
him killing the social worker with the slingshot with the metal ball bearing. It was pretty brutal.
Damn.
He kills someone
Oh,
with a hunting bow.
Just for
Oh my
funsies.
God.
Good choice.
I have an honorable mention if I can bring up one since we just watched the movie recently. Lily from Late Night with the Devil.
Oh.
Yes.
Because not for nothing,
was-
that kid is
Fucking terrifying.
just creepy.
That's
Clint,
probably
did you
why they
go?
picked her. I did. I picked the clown from.
Oh, that's right. I had one in my head and it just disappeared. Jesus
What?
Christ.
What did Adam pick?
Adam, you went right. Yeah,
Webster. I said Webster.
Kevin Bacon's kid in
Yeah, Stir of Echoes.
Oh,
Stir of
that's right.
Echoes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, honorable
Said
mention
Webster.
Children of the Corn.
Webster
The
was number 2.
girl that hides in the back seat with the brown
In
curly
the
hair.
original Children of the Corn. Yeah, I
She
don't,
was creepy as fuck.
when they're little and feisty.
Yeah.
What about the Grady daughters in The Shining?
Ah, it's
Yes.
funny you say that.
Good ones.
Definitely. Grady
Grady
twins.
twins.
Yep. I'm
I was holding that one back. Yeah, Danny was kind of creepy too.
Danny was creepy too.
Oh, how about the Good Son?
Yeah.
Macaulay
Yes.
Culkin.
Holy Culkin and the good son.
What a fucker.
Oh,
Yeah.
I saw that in the theaters. That was a good one.
Yeah. You know, and even though he wasn't supposed to be, Elijah Wood in the same movie.
In the same movie with the big eyes.
I love that. I love that movie.
That's actually a glow up we didn't bring up. Elijah Wood freaking
A lot-
kills
yeah,
it.
he was. I was
True.
thinking about him, but I'm like, yeah,
Mhm. Mhm.
had to go Stephen Blair.
I'm mad at myself. I thought of another cameo that was really awesome, and I can't believe I didn't think of it before.
What was it?
John Hurt and Spaceballs.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes,
Oh, my dog.
yes.
Oh, my ragtime dog.
Oh my
Because he-
God.
He's just eating at the diner and has a chest burster alien, and right before he dies, he goes, "Not
No,
again."
That again.
Anyhow,
Cool.
What?
Hmm?
Another quick honorable mention for Glow Up: Daniel Radcliffe,
Yes.
Harry Potter.
oh my,
And the kid that played Neville.
yeah. Oh, he grew.
He
grew
got
up.
hot. Go Neville.
Neville got hot.
Ooh. I'll tell you, you glow up the girl from Hocus Pocus, the little girl. That was a weird one.
Nora Birch.
Nora Birch.
Yeah.
Nora Birch, yeah.
What
Because
else
she
was
was
in it?
she was in she was like 16 in American Beauty, like
Yeah.
nude, because her parents were cool with it. But
That's-
that was like weird because she don't look 16. She looks like she's like 18, 19, 20. And,
That's
yeah,
so weird. Jen and I were
weird.
just talking about that.
Her nudity.
Yeah, I can't even remember.
She was
Something,
in
we were
Walking
watching
Dead.
something. And we were watching something, and I had known that she was 16 when that movie was made. I can't remember. Oh, we were watching a movie where like it was just we made the same joke again. How they always get like we were watching The Breakfast Club, and it was the fact that Molly Ringwald and Judd Nelson had the scene in the closet, and Molly Ringwald was 16 at the time, and Judd Nelson was 23.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
And that got us into the American Beauty talk. That's right.
Oh
Okay.
boy. That's creepy in itself.
Yeah.
That right there.
Wow.
That movie was amazing. Right? Sorry, side tangent. Breakfast Club, amazing. Last minute is awful.
You don't like the letter?
I don't like that it ended with a bunch of them getting together. I think because they always talk. The big moment in that movie is how they talk about how if they were all in the hallway, they'd never acknowledge each other.
Right.
I feel the movie should have ended with them leaving, and then they go back to school on Monday. And during that whole thing where he's saying like each one of us is a jock, each one of us is but it cuts to each of them like giving a nod or just acknowledgement that they are now recognizing each other as the people that they are.
Yeah, but I don't
Instead of
think
giving
that,
us
That would've
this
been
quote
good.
unquote typical high school
Yeah.
movie
Click.
ending where like the jock got together with the not pretty girl because she's all
Weirdo.
dressed up now, and I just
Yeah.
the last minute just fucking killed it. I was right up until that last minute. I was ready to change my top 5 movies of all time. And it
I
Wow.
think
fucking
I
blew the
respected
ending.
more. Like that would have been the easy way to go. Like that they're still all friends. We're still going to be the best friends club on Monday when they knew that wasn't really.
But I'm not
Because-
saying they needed to be best friends. They just needed to acknowledge each other.
Right. And not walk in as couples.
It still
Yeah.
wasn't going to be the same.
no,
Like going or secret gestures or whatever. It
But
was
that-
never going to be what it was that weekend.
That final
I think I go back
silhouette
to
of
six.
Judd Nelson
Oh yeah, that's amazing.
is iconic.
What is? I'm sorry.
The final
Nelson.
silhouette of Judd Nelson
hmm
walking through the I'm sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
no. They'll all go back to their cliques come Monday, like no doubt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
really.
like, what was it?
Oh yeah, those two assholes. Technically, though, the one on the left isn't a kid.
I know.
47 years old.
Was that the
Back-
one that
back in the
played
80s.
Burial
He was-
Ground. The one that played the kid in Burial Ground. Yeah.
He was trying to
Yes.
breastfeed from his mom,
Yeah.
and then he was trying to have
Yes,
sex with his
that-
mom in the same movie.
crap, I forgot about that
Oh
kid.
my
He moves
God.
up to the top of my list. Creepy.
How many
Mother, this
times can
cloth
child
smells of
pornography come up in one hangout? Like that's what I
Too
want
Which
much.
is weird because we're not even talking.
Well,
Well,
we're not
that's
even
the thing.
talking
He
about it,
was
and
like 42.
Yeah, he
He's
was,
like,
that's,
yeah,
that's why
he
they got like a 37-year-old to play the role.
He just had like
It was just kind of
some
a little
genetic
well, he wasn't-
disease.
he was- yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks like the guy who played the French dude in Cube, the one that kept sucking on the button.
Oh my god. Does.
Wow. Jesus.
Anyway,
I
You know,
don't
like,
even wanna get
you get born
elaborate
with
on
that genetic disease, and you're like, man, I really got dealt a shit hand. But
And then
then
you get to breastfeed.
years
him.
later, you
you're
get to
starring in Burial
be in a
Ground.
movie where you try to fuck your mom.
And you're like, this
When
isn't so bad.
I'd do it all over again if I could.
Did we all go? What's the next topic?
We did.
think-
We
I
did
think we
all
did.
go.
I have one here in my hand that says non-zombie apocalypse movies,
Ooh,
Mm.
which I know is a little tougher than it sounds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, can you say it again? What is it?
Non-zombie
I'm not having a tough time narrowing it down.
apocalypse movies.
Okay. Got one.
Me too.
I'm confused about that. That could be like any movie that's not a zombie apocalypse movie. I'm confused.
Correct.
Yeah, and end of the world
Well,
movie.
thing,
that's
but it
not
doesn't
zombie.
involve
End of the world
zombies.
An
movie.
apocalypse
Oh,
movie
okay.
that does not include zombies.
I gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that.
I apologize.
Didn't
for
you
my
just say the
English.
same thing again? But
No,
in a
no,
different
no.
way?
My brain.
I
I
flipped the
speak, Joe.
words the other way.
I'm different than most people.
What do you think? You got one, Ryan?
Yeah, sure. I'll go with the day after tomorrow.
Wow.
That was a good one.
I don't know if it was good.
Dennis
but
Quaid.
Dennis
It's Dennis
Quaid.
Quaid. Of course, it's good.
Ian Holmes.
Is that when
Jake
everything just gets
Gyllenhaal.
cold?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they
Jake
say
Gyllenhaal.
and they save the day by burning books.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Fiona from Shameless.
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid burning book scene. I don't know. That's
Yeah. Burning
good
the
message.
books, no less. There
It's a
was
good
a
message.
tax law books. That's what it was.
something like that. Yeah. I was disappointed. I was kind of hoping by the end of the movie it was just going to be Dennis Quaid and Ian Holm fighting off the cold with flamethrowers, but that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Instead, we got wolves, CGI wolves.
Oh, fantastic.
I gotta go.
Okay.
But yeah, that's my pick.
All right.
Cool.
What do you say, Joe?
Well, it's weird because I want to say Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but when you say non-zombies, they're not living dead. They are.
They're
Would you say
aliens,
they're
that's
technically
different.
zombies?
Yeah,
though?
they're not zombies.
No,
They're not
okay.
zombies, they're
No, they're
They're
aliens.
just copies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Okay.
That
That's
includes
fair.
all of them, I'm assuming, because they were all fantastic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Why not? Whichever version, sure.
Yeah, the 90s
I
one.
can't wait to watch the 90s. We have to watch the 90s one next.
We probably
Yes, we
should.
do.
I've never seen that one.
I'm working.
Well, I
with,
don't know if I have.
I'm working with Paul on getting it on the server. So
Oh.
Meg
Oh,
Tilly.
it's not on the
that's all.
server? It's not?
Mm-mm.
Really?
that one and Invasion with Nicole Kidman is not on there.
Wow.
But I am
Surprises
working.
me.
Like I said, I'm working with Paul on changing that.
All right.
And we
That's
could all
a-
rent it. I mean, $2.89 on Prime Video.
Paul has my info. He has my Prime info, so I can just rent it and he can get it from there. So we don't all have to spend money.
Oh, that's yeah, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can figure that out. We'll divide it
Server.
amongst 12.
Yeah,
What's
PayPal me
$2.89 divided?
37 cents, Adam. Oh my
Yeah,
God. Don't worry about it.
Abby, did you come up with one?
I did, but I don't know that any of you have seen the movie. We touched on it briefly when we did our Christmas ones, but it's called Silent Night, and it's actually with I know there's a lot of Silent Night movies. This one's with Keira Knightley, and I was trying to think of who else was in it. I was going to look it up, but it's Christmas on an English countryside, and all the families and everybody getting together. Well, they basically, you find out through this really slow burn that in the morning, like the world's going to end by midnight, and there's some toxin or something that's going to reach each of them. So they all have they've got like cyanide pills, and do they kill themselves? Do they wait to see if the end's going to come? And it's kind of a cool movie.
Wow.
That
That's
sounds
interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that.
good. I haven't either.
It came out in 2019, I think. 2021. It's got Matthew Good is, I don't know if you know him from anything. I know he was in Watchmen. But yeah, Keira
I know who
Knightley,
you're talking about.
Lily Rose Depp. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good movie. It was kind of neat.
Cool.
What was killing everyone?
I don't want to tell you. You got to watch it.
Not zombies.
Not yet. It wasn't
Zombies.
zombies.
It was not zombies.
We know it wasn't zombies.
Yeah, there was some toxin that was coming in the I don't know if it was a chemical warfare. I'm trying to remember honestly. And then the families had a couple of them had cyanide pills because they were going to go out as a family instead of, waiting and choking to death. And it's a lot of different families and interactions, but it's good.
Cool.
And it's a Christmas movie.
I'm gonna have to put that on my list.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Nicole, what do you think?
I'm going non-horror. I'm going the complete opposite of horror. I'm going with "This Is the End" with Seth Rogen and
Oh
James
my
Franco
God, yes.
and Danny McBride.
Yeah, I haven't seen that since
I
it came out. But it
I
was funny.
love this movie. This also falls under the cameo for Channing Tatum as the best cameo in a
I
movie.
do remember that for some reason, though.
Funny.
I I love this movie. It was Danny McBride was so great. And when Craig Robinson and Jay, whatever his name is,
Oh,
go to
Baruchel.
search the house next door, and they're creeping in, and it's real quiet, and Jay just goes, "Hello." It's the little things, you know. But that is one of my all-time favorite comedies. It is the Backstreet Boys at the end.
That is a
Oh
good
my
one. Doesn't Channing Tatum have like a ball gag because he's like
Yeah,
this
yeah,
Danny
he was
McBride
like,
sex slave?
With
like
chaps.
assless chaps, and yeah, and he takes his mask off. He's like, "Hi guys." Danny McBride turns into a cannibal.
For whatever reason, I thought it was hilarious that James Franco still had his gun from Flyboys.
I know. Jonah
why,
Hill
but I
gets
did.
possessed.
Yeah.
Oh, and
It's
Michael
like
Cera
the
was the
devil.
greatest in that.
Oh my
Doing-
god!
Getting
Oh.
his ass eaten out while he was taking a piss,
Yeah.
sucking on a juice box.
Well, he's got one girl in the front, one girl in the back.
Well, that's right. I thought he was taking a pee at the toilet.
Doing cocaine off a hooker's back. Like,
They all start falling in the hole.
Wow.
does it compel me?
Adam, your
Adam, what
turn.
do you think?
I have three I'd like to talk about. I'm trying to
Okay.
narrow it down.
Throw them all out.
Really?
Sure. Why not?
All right. Well, I'll start with the one where the assless chaps in the movie Nicole was just talking about. The whole Mad Max universe
Okay.
Huh?
with I mean Road Warrior. There's that whole subset of Lord Humongous's army that they have their lovers riding on the on the backs of their bikes with them, and they're all wearing like assless chaps and have the shoulder pads and all that shit. Those movies to me, I haven't seen Furiosa, but those movies are just so great. The world that George Miller created is just, I mean, they're just, I mean, that's up there with like Indiana Jones and like Star Wars to me. Those movies, they're so good. Particularly Road Warrior, and I know it gets shit on a lot, but I love Beyond Thunderdome. I think that's a great
Does it
movie.
get shit on a lot?
Yeah,
I thought it did really well.
I've never seen a single.
people
one.
hate it when he gets booted from Bartertown and he meets the kids. It's like an Ewok thing. You know how people always
Yeah.
shit on Return of the Jedi because there's Ewoks.
Yeah.
They shit on
Yeah.
this movie because like he finds kids and he like
Gotcha.
bonds with kids.
Hmm.
But anyway, two great movies, and then Fury Road, which I mean, Fury Road might be the best one of them all.
And
Yeah.
it has
Fury Road is that fucking good. Let's not pull any punches. Fury Road is fucking crack. It's cinematic crack.
That's
Not butt
fake
crack,
meme
but
over
crack.
and over again from that movie.
That's the last movie I can think of where I walked out of a theater and felt like I did walking out in the 80s. Like in the 80s, you went to a movie every other week and there was something blowing your mind,
Mhm.
something that stayed with you for your life, your entire life. Movies like that are few and far between nowadays. in my
Yeah.
opinion. That was, I mean, I felt like I did. I felt like I just walked out of Raiders of the Lost Ark or something like that. Like it was that good. I haven't seen Furiosa yet, but I just think those movies are just so awesome.
I'm on the opposite spectrum. I'm not into that universe at all, man. I wish I could be, but it don't do it.
Me too. Why don't you like them?
Watch Turbo
It just
Kid.
it just doesn't do it for me. I tried.
No, you're not getting away with that. Why?
It is what it is, man. Yeah, I
But you
tried.
like Turbo Kid, right?
I didn't get to see that yet. We were going to watch it. We didn't get to watch it, did we?
No, we didn't. Wah, wah.
I mean, Mad
This is
Max
the first
that I
I'm
don't
hearing
care
of
for.
it.
Like the very first one is a little wonky. I don't really like that one. But Road Warrior, Thunderdome.
Couldn't get into them.
Are
Sorry.
your faculties okay? Like
What's
your
that?
eyes, your hearing, all that stuff?
Believe it or not, my eyes and ears are bad right now. But no, not
Adam,
feeling
tell
no
us,
good.
tell us again what you think about the Lord of the Rings trilogy, Adam.
Oh, no, really?
You're gonna bring that
I'm
up.
just saying, taste is taste. He doesn't like it.
I don't
I'm
either.
not sitting on them. They're not for me. That's all.
Yeah.
I
Actually, he messaged me and he said, I liked them before, but as soon as Adam started talking, I hate them now.
I get that a lot.
No, I'm kidding.
I got weird taste, man. Like I love the Fallout games. I can't. The TV show, I just can't get into. Figure it out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like
Love the
that's
game.
strange. Yeah. That is weird.
You
You're
are
weirdo.
It is what it is.
Definitely a weirdo.
I feel you, Joe. I get what you're saying.
Yeah. Brian knows all about alternate taste.
I know all this. Yeah.
Again, I'm not shitting on the movies. They're just not. It just don't do it for me.
No, I just wonder. It just makes me like, you know,
It makes me
sometimes
sad.
like, some people like Brussels sprouts and then I eat it and I want to vomit.
I like
Yeah.
Brussels sprouts.
And it's
is
just like,
fun,
it just
I
makes
like
me wonder. It just makes me ponders like people's taste, you know?
Yeah.
Like I watch the Road Warriors, some of those scenes where they're like rushing the tanker down and like everybody's colliding with it and explosions and there's the guy with the helicopter thing and
Yeah.
I'm just like, who could not like this? And it just boggles my mind that there is anyone that could not. But
Yeah.
that being said,
And Joe, this will forever take me out of my hatred of Dawn of the Dead, right? We're even now?
No, I don't hate the movies. They're just not.
that's on par. That's on par. No, we all like different things. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I guess.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I will say that Fury Road was just another movie that I sat there and I said, how the hell did they make Charlize Theron look like that? It's like she's
Well, they
an
shaved her head and just threw
unrecognizable person.
motor oil on her face.
Yeah. She just looks
Which
so
is
different in everything she
explained
does.
in
She's like the
Furiosa.
chameleon. Yeah.
That's Anya Taylor-Joy in Furiosa, though, isn't it?
Yep. But that's when she started doing the face paint stuff in that.
All 90 pounds of her.
All 90 pounds of her.
Well, I'm glad they gave us a scene in Furiosa that explains why Charlize Theron has
Had
motor
weird
oil on her
faces.
face.
Yeah.
Oh. Because that's what you were dying to know?
Oh, yeah. It's really
dying
what
to
was on
know.
everybody's mind when they left the theater.
Yep.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
You've never
Oh,
seen
yeah,
Fury
like
I've
Road?
never seen a
Look
single
at
Mad
that.
Max movie.
Wow.
Apparently, I've offended him worse than Joe did.
Bye, Adam.
Every
Oh.
time he tries to leave, and it's that stupid face.
He does it to make you crazy, which is
Mhm.
Well, that's why I was looking behind me, like, because Adam's talking about like all these, and it's almost been a running theme for this episode is me saying, "Oh, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that." I look back at my DVD collection. I was like, "What the fuck do I even own?"
yeah.
And then I see I have like the American Pie trilogy special edition. And I'm like, "Oh, well,
All
that's apparently what I own."
Hi, Amber.
Amber,
Say hi. Well,
Yeah, I'll add it to the list.
Mhm.
Can you put it at the top?
I gotta watch Pretty in Pink and St. Elmo's
St. Elmo's
Fire.
Fire.
No, you don't.
Been a while since I've seen St. Elmo's Fire.
Oh, I just watched that last night.
I just like that song "Man in Motion." So
Yes.
I'm gonna give you one that I think is good and one I think is terrible.
Okay.
The good one, I'm gonna say Hell Comes to Frogtown.
I love that movie.
wow,
Me too. I think that one's great. Roddy Piper
It is great.
was
We
so
love
underrated.
I mean, Roddy Piper should be the one to repopulate the world.
He should. He should. With his odd automatic chastity belt. It's a flap.
Has everybody seen that?
I haven't. I have to though.
Oh my goodness!
I
Yes,
have
you
seen
do.
that.
Yeah.
I've owned it and I've given it away. I've just never watched it. Yeah.
Oh my god!
It's so good. In like a bad, it's good way. But
Oh yeah, it's
Frog-
ridiculous.
the frog, I like the frog creature.
I was gonna
guys.
say the
I think they
special
look good.
effects are good in it.
Frog people
Yeah.
are great.
Fantastic. It's ridiculous. Joe, I think you would enjoy it.
You get a Rory Calhoun cameo.
I mean,
Oh.
it's scientifically proven that's what would happen after nuclear war.
Mm-hmm.
Frog
Frog
people.
people.
There would be rapey frogmen.
Yep.
And
Oh my
Because-
god.
Life finds.
Have
a
you
way.
never seen it, Nicole?
No, but I want to take my answer back.
Oh, okay.
Oh no. Okay, take it back.
I can't believe this didn't even enter my mind. Terminator.
Mhm.
Oh
yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Mhm.
This one didn't come up either. The
Ooh,
Stand.
And
You know
oh
what?
my
That's funny. I was
god.
gonna pick it, but I'm like, no, I'll save that for someone else.
I didn't even think of that one either. Oh my god.
All right. Let me give you a shitty apocalypse movie. 2012.
Yes. That was awful.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Everyone did.
That was 2012 minutes I'll never get back.
Yeah.
I saw that.
John
Um,
Cusack in there?
Yes.
John
And it-
Cusack,
Did
Harrelson.
not help.
Was anyone a little worried about that Mayan thing when it came up?
God
No.
no.
I was.
I was like, bring it
Ready?
on.
Yeah, a little bit.
Bring it on.
That's me. Like, fuck it. I'm ready. Let's go.
It's like-
It would make sense to me that some ancient civilization knows more about what's up than we do. It
Yeah.
would totally make sense to me.
yeah, it would be like that Nicolas Cage movie, Knowing.
I like that one movie too. That movie's that's a good movie.
It's not
I like
bad.
that movie a lot.
We're children of the 80s. We have lived through more apocalyptic threats, and yeah, the world should have ended 47 times, and
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah.
We're not that
Doesn't even
lucky.
phase us.
No, of course not. Yep. That's proof that we're in purgatory.
I'd be happy just to have a civilization where people don't leave their shopping carts in the middle of the aisle and then walk away. I'd be so grateful for that.
Call for president.
In the middle of the aisle?
Yeah, people are just walking down the aisle. Oh, I needed something back there. They leave their cart in the middle of the aisle so you can't get through and then walk away to
Yeah.
get what they need.
Oh, so that they come back for it.
Yeah, I was
I just-
not
when
way
you-
after
I
I
just
ran
shove it
it.
out of the way.
No. Oh, I ran
Play,
it.
play
I ran
bumper
the
cars.
robot.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Shove it out of the way.
I tried to shove Marty the robot out of the way.
Go all Mad Max.
I have never actually seen Marty the Robot in person, but
It's
I'd
so
be
fucking
hysterical.
creepy. All I think of is Skynet.
What
was
the
in-
hell is Morty the Robot?
It's
My
this
dad-
robot that wanders around the giant supermarket.
And
Yeah.
helps you.
It like scans for like spills and things.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
like
it
the kitty
moves
cat
really
robot in the
slow.
sushi restaurants.
It's just a big, tall, gray thing with big googly eyes on it.
Googly
Gucci,
eyes.
What?
And it moves really slow. And the last time I was in the store, I couldn't get past it, and I just rammed it with my cart.
This is how we get Skynet.
Exactly. This is
I'm
Skynet.
sorry.
You want Skynet? Because
Ryan, did you say you have kitty cat robots in sushi restaurants?
Yeah, you guys don't have those?
Wait, what?
Yeah, this
What?
is
Like if you
news
go to a
today.
sushi restaurant, you know those all you can eat sushi places
I've never.
where like you use the tablet to pick the sushi you want,
Huh?
and instead of
Okay.
a server bringing it out to you, they now got these robots with little kitty cat ears, and
What?
the robot comes to your table, and the it's got like 3 trays inside of it, and the tray that lights up is your tray. So you take your food, and then you boop the kitty cat's nose and it smiles at you and turn around and goes to the next table.
I need
My
this.
God, you Canadians are living in the future.
And it's really
An
cool.
all-you-can-eat sushi restaurant is extremely dangerous.
Yeah, I know. I've
For Brian,
almost
yes,
had to be
he's made
hospitalized
himself
several
sick
times.
most of- yes.
But
he
it's really
goes
cute
back to
because
the
when two of the
robotic cat.
kitty cat robots are
Like the
about to hit each
mercury
other,
will kill you.
they both stop, do a little dance, and then one of them will like turn
Jesus
and go
Christ,
off to
I
the
need a
side so the
kitty
other
cat
one can get by.
And give me
That's
sushi.
insane.
This is insane.
I'll see if I've got a video. I sent a video of it to like my mom or my dad or something. I'll see if I can find it. I'll
Yeah.
throw
Please,
it on
I
the.
need
But I mean,
to
you can like you go to YouTube and just type in kitty cat robot sushi restaurant. I'm sure something will pop up.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll be the first thing that shows up.
Yeah, really.
Make sure safe search is on.
I gotta find
Okay.
the video. I sent a video to Olin of one time of me in the supermarket because I swore that fucking thing was following me.
Well, yeah,
Wow.
you beat it with a shopping cart.
And well, yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
so it is following you.
It's like, yeah, it was like
Moving
chopping
forward.
mall at that point. It's like revenge.
No, honest to God, I was standing in front of the deli and it came up right behind me and stopped and just froze.
I've
It
seen
froze
chopping
like it
mall.
short circuited and froze.
Here,
And I was panicking, like it's going to try to murder me. And one of
it
the
was doing the
employees had
same.
to come out. Yeah, one of the employees had to come out and like reset it. And I'm like, I'm not comfortable with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is not okay.
This is not okay. I told her, I'm like, all I can think of is Skynet, and she cracked
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
It terrifies me.
First time I
AI.
saw one of those, I was at the
Mhm.
pharmacy in the grocery store picking up a prescription, and that thing was coming like in my direction.
Yeah.
Nope.
And I just said really quietly to the pharmacist, "It's like, oh no, the androids are coming." So
Do you want Terminators? Because this is how you get Terminators.
This is how it starts by
Yeah.
cleaning up spills in the supermarket.
yeah,
Oh,
my
yeah.
dad,
You
my
know.
dad calls it Robbie the robot.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like
his name
Robbie.
is Marty.
Are we talking about like the floor cleaner Zamboni thing that drives the stuff around? I've seen that before.
No,
a
it doesn't
full
actually
stand-up.
clean it. It just lets the staff know. Like if it
Yeah,
sees
this is like
something on the
this is like a
floor-
tower thing. It's weird.
Yeah, if it sees something on
Tower
the
with
floor,
googly eyes.
it'll. Yeah, I'm gonna find that video and send it to the chat because it. Yeah.
Is it like that thing from Interstellar?
I don't
Interstellar?
remember the thing from Interstellar now.
I don't either.
So if I've got a kitty cat robot bringing me my sushi,
That's amazing.
they ask for a tip at the end of the. Who am I tipping?
The kitty cat robot, you better be.
Am I tipping the robot?
It's probably
Or
going to the
probably
owner.
the sushi chef, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
If
it's
it
the
goes
robot
to
'cause
sushi
that's more
chef, that's
fun.
cool. Like those guys work hard.
Bring a can of cat food and just sit that on it.
Yeah, here's your tip, bitch.
I would give the kitty cat a frowny face, like because it's got a LED screen for its face, so it like
Oh
smiles.
no!
Thanks.
It's got the little whiskers.
That's
Wouldn't want to.
I
Wouldn't
am
want to upset the digital cat.
obsessed with this idea.
Okay. Oh, here's a fun one.
Okay.
Worst beard.
Mm,
Who have you ever seen on screen with a really bad beard?
let me
Besides
think.
me and Ryan,
What?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say that. You guys got good beards.
I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
you do.
I've got a
Worst.
James Brolin beard from like day 28.
I'm just teasing. Your facial hair is impeccable.
Day 28. of the
Your facial
Amityville
hair is
Horror.
impeccable.
Amityville.
That's a t-shirt.
I wish
God,
I
worst
could
beard.
touch it.
I got one. I got a great one.
Yeah, me too.
I wish I could touch it.
Mhm.
I wish I could. Wish I
Adam,
could
I want to
touch
see
it.
both of
Okay.
your hands right now.
Yeah, really.
Wish I could.
Oh God, you're creeping me out.
Josh Hartnett in 31 Days of Night.
oh,
Or
my.
30 Days of Night. 30
One of
Days of Night.
those.
And this is coming from a guy.
Bad hair, no matter what he does.
My beard would
Yeah,
look exactly
went
the
from
same
bad
way
hair
after
on
30
his head
days.
to bad hair on his face.
I can't grow a beard like this. This has been like what, 6 months? This is my beard after 6 months. It doesn't grow. And Josh Hartnett's the same way. 30 days, he got the patchy stubble going on. It's not his fault, but it is a terrible
It's
beard.
not his fault.
See this part right here where no hair grows right here?
Yeah.
I have a scar there.
Oh.
Mm.
Well, that'll
So
do
I got attacked by a Doberman pincher. And it jumped at me. and I was holding a boombox, and I shielded myself, but it still like hit into me, and the boombox jammed into my
Oh my
Wow.
chin,
god.
and I was like bleeding, and I ran in, and I was like, Mom, I need to go to the hospital, and she was like, Band-Aid, and I was like, it's
That's
not
what
gonna
moms
scar,
do.
is it? No, she was like, yeah, you'll be fine. Another hair grosser.
Yeah, that's a Gen X mom.
I was just gonna say that was the most 80s thing I've heard in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Protected yourself with your boombox, and your mom just slapped a band-aid
I
on
did.
it and told you you'd be fine.
This fucking Doberman had it out for me too. Dug a hole under the fence.
They call them Doberman pinchers,
Dang.
but they don't pinch.
No, it definitely
Oh,
didn't pinch
they
me.
pinched.
I'd rather have that.
Yeah, right.
But that's the beard I'm thinking of. Josh Hartnett, 30 Days of Night.
I like it.
Okay.
Worst beard. I wonder what was there a character that inspired this, Clint? There had to have been.
Just
You had to have been watching somebody and you were like, "That's a shitty beard."
yeah, I do that from time to time. I'm just like, it's like, yeah, like no shame. Either you can successfully grow one or you can't. And the ones who cannot probably should avoid being on screen. Filming a movie with it. Shave it off,
Shave
or
it
like
off.
color it in. Do the Steven Seagal, like Sharpie your face. You know what I mean?
Oh no, don't do that.
I want the punani.
Oh no, don't do that.
Oh my god, that Jamaican accent.
I love it. There's nothing about that song I don't love.
Yeah. So I mean, since I'm talking about it now, I'll give you one. This one's unfortunate because he's a good actor, and it actually does something for his face, even though it's terrible. Because he looks, despite it being a terrible beard, he looks better with it than without it.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Jeremy Davies.
True.
Who?
Jeremy
Jeremy
Davies.
Davies. He played Manson. He was the stepfather in Black Phone. He was in the original Twister.
Yeah.
He was in Lost.
He's
Incredible actor.
Justified.
Yeah.
I don't know who this is.
You don't.
Look him up.
I
Did you
am.
ever see the original Twister?
Yeah. Who was he in the original Twister?
He was one of the guys on Helen Hunt's
Taser.
crew.
Are you thinking of Sean Whalen? Was he in that too? I don't
Yeah, he
remember.
was in that too. Yeah.
I've seen a
And
bunch of movies he's been in.
And for the record, I do not think Keanu Reeves has a great beard either.
You know, I don't either.
That
I
was
don't
my
care for
first.
his beard. Yeah, it was one of mine. I was thinking.
I'm sorry, I mean take it.
No, you're good. I got a couple more. You're good.
You like
There's a
my
lot
beard?
of bad beards out there.
Yeah.
You like my beard?
Your
No,
beard's
they-
No,
fine.
your
Adam.
beard's good. Yeah.
Do you like Ryan's beard?
Ryan's
me.
beard is good too. Yeah.
Do you like Joe's beard?
Oh,
His beard is good.
Do you like Abby's? Oh, no, she doesn't.
Beards are a sensitive subject for Adam, I'm feeling.
I mean,
Just wanted to know.
just need to know where I stand in the beard department.
That's where I-
Who are we up to?
Joe, I think.
yeah, I'm trying to think. I want to say Brad Pitt in Legends of the Fall. Later on in it, he has a pretty shitty beard, if I'm not mistaken.
I think every
When he goes
hipster in
off.
the 20th century has designed their beard from that movie.
From that
But-
specific movie.
I also think he may have a shitty beard, maybe in World War Z, like later on, but I can't remember if he does. It's just starting, maybe. I can't remember though. But I'm gonna have to get Legends of the Fall.
Well, you could even mention him in California.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
With a K.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was a
with
good
a
one.
K.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Juliette Lewis.
Oh man, I forgot all about
Oh, I
that
think I
movie.
saw that once. Way back.
Not a great beard.
Not a great beard.
Not a great beard.
Oh, me.
Ah.
All right. There's this movie called Passengers with Chris Pratt where he like supposed to be
yeah.
asleep, ends up waking up, and then really shitty wakes up Jennifer, what's her name? Because he doesn't want to be alone anymore. But they have him with this big, this is not a fake beard, and it's totally a fake beard, and it looks terrible. So that's what I'm going with.
Okay.
Never seen that.
Yeah, I
don't
mean
think I have either.
it has some good parts, but it's kind of shitty when you realize. Well, I don't want to give the ending away, but yeah. Anyway,
It's worth a watch.
but he makes a decision for her because he's lonely, and it's not fair. So, Nicole.
Cool. I'm gonna go with Cillian Murphy in 28 Days Later. When he wakes up in the hospital. Yeah, that was bad.
That's a
That
good
was
one.
so bad.
It was
That
so
was
bad
a-
he dry shaved.
Yeah. And like I said, Keanu Reeves was my first choice, but I'm glad I didn't have to say it because I love
Yeah.
so much.
It's not.
All right.
That boy cannot
I
grow
did
a
it for you.
beard. Yeah, he can't grow a beard.
I'll say another controversial one, but I'll let Adam go first.
I'm struggling with this one. I'll be honest
really?
with you. I'm gonna go Will Ferrell in Anchorman
Yes.
when he's like down and out.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
milk was a bad
Drinking the
choice.
milk, yeah.
Milk was a bad.
I'm in a glass case of emotion.
Unreal.
Fucking love that movie.
I did too. It's so good.
Steve
I
Carell.
didn't really like the
I'm
second
not
one though.
an Anchorman fan, but Steve Carell's great in those.
It smells like Bigfoot's dick.
I called so many people a dirty pirate hooker so many times.
Steve Carell in that movie is amazing.
Why don't you go back
Yeah.
to your home on Whore Island?
On Whore Island.
I like taking long walks and enjoy a
Wow.
good pair of slacks.
Just put mayonnaise in a toaster.
So good.
Oh.
Yeah, there were horses and a man on fire, and I stabbed a guy in the heart with a trident.
Maybe you
Rick,
should
I've been
make
meaning to
those
talk to you about that. You should probably find a relative to stay with or something like that. Lay
Lay
low
low for a while.
Because you're probably wanted for murder.
Human Torch was denied a bank loan.
Honorable mention for bad beards. And I'll say it so no one else has to. And hopefully my wife's not in earshot.
Oh God.
Norman Reedus.
Yes, thank you. I can't fucking stand. I can't.
I don't know
Yeah,
what it is. He
Walking
always looks
Dead
like
guy.
he needs to wash his face. You know what I mean? It's
He always looks dirty. No matter what, he looks dirty.
and if there's one thing the guy can't seem to do is grow that thing in. Just shave it the hell off. All right,
Yeah.
please. Any other?
Actually, Cillian Murphy's a good example of that too. While you're grabbing the next one, who worries about their beard during the apocalypse? You let that shit grow out, man. What are you worried the zombies are going to grab you by it?
Well, they're
He
not
was-
zombies, but we're not going to get into that.
Yeah.
'Cause-
No, I mean in
I'll
The Walking Dead. In The Walking Dead.
Oh, The Walking
Oh,
Dead.
okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm in the same boat as you. They're not zombies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not, but that movie single-handedly jump-started
yeah, it
the
did.
zombie genre all over again.
Oh yeah.
Because soon after that, you had Land of the Dead with Romero, and then they did like the Dawn remake and
And
a
then
bunch
20
of
weeks
other
later,
shit, and then eventually, and then eventually Walking Dead, and like there was nobody doing zombie anything.
No.
It was a barren landscape until they did that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The shitty House of the Dead.
Yep.
I have so much fun with that movie.
Olin says Jonathan Jackson in Riding the Bullet.
I have not seen that.
Yeah.
And I had to Google that. Yep.
I like that movie.
Jonathan Jackson.
It's so patchy. There's like half a mustache. There's a little bit of stubble on the chin. Then there's like a patch of fur, like right here.
It
both
fits the
sides.
timeline, though, right? Because it's like supposed to be late '60s. It does fit the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at
Looks
that.
like a 13-year-old and trying to grow in what little he can.
My son's
Poor-
doing that right now. Refuses to shave. I keep telling him he needs to.
Poor guy. Yeah. Well, tell him that if he shaves, it'll grow in darker. That might work a couple of times. Let's see. Mike! My Boyfriend's Back is the best zombie movie ever made.
It's on Tubi.
Take your word for it. I have another suggestion, which is kind of fun. Think of a movie that would be better if one character were a Muppet.
Oh man, for some reason a movie immediately popped into my brain.
Okay.
Go for it.
I don't know why, but picture Night of the Living Dead, where everyone is a human except for Barbara.
Which played by Janice, the
Be
Who's
Miss
a
Piggy
fucking
or something.
Muppet,
Oh
like hiding
god.
behind the little.
Oh my.
when Ben slaps her.
Just see felt flying.
Yeah,
I mean, I could just imagine Miss Piggy in the opening scene.
yeah.
Just like, stop it! You're being a child.
Stop it.
That would be kind of funny. I'd like that.
I've got
Oh
one.
man.
What'd you
How
say?
about
Joe!
Hi, Joe.
He went to go watch Mad Max,
Yeah.
figure out where he went wrong.
Silence of the Lambs.
He's like, I hate Muppets.
That was the last straw.
What'd you
Yeah.
say? Silence of the Lambs?
Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal
Oh my
Lecter?
Hannibal.
Okay.
Was a Muppet.
How would you make that noise?
Yes, exactly.
I'd want, you know what? I'd want his creepy cellmate to be the Muppet, the guy who's like, I can smell
Who's
your.
jacking off.
Mig.
Make it animal.
Beaker.
And if you replace any
Sure.
one person in that movie, it's hysterical. Buffalo Bob, Bill,
Buffalo
whatever.
Bill.
Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill as a Muppet doing the dance. Oh my god!
He just ends it by going. "Yeah."
Oh, speaking of this movie, me and Clint were talking about this when we were at Blobfest. The actual Buffalo Bill house
Mhm.
is an Airbnb.
Yes, my
Yeah,
grandma
I've
was there
heard.
last weekend.
Yeah.
We should freaking get that freaking house, dude, and freaking just stay there for a few days. It would be awesome.
Could
Just
you
take
see
turns
the
yelling at
prank
each other to put the
instilling?
lotion in the basket.
Well,
Yeah,
how cool would that
but-
be?
Film
And-
promos for each other's freaking podcast.
Yeah.
Like if you open
Oh,
certain
well.
doors, Goodbye Horses plays and stuff. Like, I think that would be awesome.
Can you imagine having to get up to pee in the middle of the night and you can't find the bathroom, and you open a door and that song just starts playing,
Jesus Christ.
or you
Oh,
fall in
great
the
song.
well? Oh my god!
It
It'd be
puts
one of
the
those things,
hormones
too.
in
I'd
the
feel so
basket,
bad
or else
whoever
it
was
gets
playing
the
that joke
werewolf
on me. Because I guarantee you would come across me crying, but whoever was doing it would be literally beaten to a pulp. Like instinct would just kick in immediately, and I'd be a mess. I'd be like crying ugly tears and sobbing. I probably pissed myself, and just whoever was doing it is borderline dead.
Wow.
Damn.
I have a really weird fight or flight response. It's a little bit of fight and a little bit of flight.
Fair.
All right, strike this idea.
Okay.
Weirdos.
It's probably Seth MacFarlane's fault that I thought this. But I think if you replace Liam Neeson in Taken with Muppet,
Oh my god!
that would be absolutely
Amazing.
hilarious.
That would be fantastic.
I have a set of unique skills. Like,
It's Bunsen Honeydew.
Yeah. I think he was. I actually saw a clip of him on the Graham Norton show where he did the Liam Neeson phone call speech as Kermit the Frog. It was fucking hilarious.
He's hysterical.
He is. He's
And
very
he
funny.
sang True Colors to Cyndi Lauper as
it's Peter Griffin.
as Peter Griffin.
That was great.
Oh my god.
And he looked mortified, but it was perfect.
Yeah.
A Million Ways to Die in the West is one of the funniest movies ever made.
I haven't seen
Pretty
that.
good.
The preview
Really
looks
good.
funny though.
It's
That's Seth MacFarlane, right?
hysterical.
Yeah.
Seth MacFarlane,
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, Charlize Theron. Yep. It's brilliant.
It gives me hope.
I'll
Seeing Liam
watch it.
Neeson in like his little cameo in Ted 2 and A Million Ways to Die in the West, it does give me hope for that, Naked Gun remake. that's coming out.
Yes.
Deliverance with Muppets.
Deliverance with Muppets. Oh my god.
Instead of
Oh,
Ned Beatty, it's
Speaking of
Fozzie
creepy
Bear.
kids as a throwback, how about the Deliverance?
Banjo
Tied
Kid.
to a tree in his underwear.
What if it's like Miss Piggy and he's like squirrel with a squirrel like a
Oh,
pig?
damn it.
Oh my
Because then
god.
she just, do the whole "what you call me" thing.
Yeah. Oh god.
Well, since Clint, you went with an action movie, right? What did you do? Might have drawn a blank.
Yeah, Taken.
Taken. That's right. That's why we were talking about it. I was going to do horror, but I think it would be really fun to see The Rock. But instead of Sean Connery, it's a Muppet. And it shows how this Muppet escaped from Alcatraz.
Oh my
Like him and
god.
Fawlty.
That
could
would be
very
brilliant.
cool.
Like they could do that scene where he's got to roll in
Grover.
between the furnace exhausts. And he comes, opens the door, and his head's a little bit on fire.
Please let it
A
be
little bit on
Gonzo.
fire.
Please let it be Gonzo.
Then it could be his nose. If his nose is on fire.
Yeah.
I think The Rock is one of the greatest action movies ever.
Yeah, we don't talk about it much. I really like that one.
That's one of the best ones from the 90s for sure.
It is. It's fantastic.
I just showed it to Jake not too long ago. He loved it too. So it holds up with the Gen Z test.
I used to have the
As I call
soundtrack
it.
and just blast it.
Nice.
Really?
Very cool. Oh.
Joe?
Yeah, turns Tony Todd into Rocket Man.
Yep. Because it's you.
I hate that soft ass shit.
You're the Rocket Man.
Yeah, I can. I think that any movie that has Samuel Jackson replaced as a Muppet of Samuel L. Jackson would be fucking amazing.
Motherfucking snakes on the motherfucking plane.
Him as a Muppet cursing in place of himself cursing, I think that's awesome. Jules, Pulp Fiction, be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
That would be
Oh
cool.
my God, say what again, motherfucker?
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
Goes outside afterwards,
Definitely.
and the tour bus for the Electric Mayhems out there.
Nice. Dr. Teeth.
Dr. Teeth. Oh, fantastic. I only threw that in there because I like Muppets so much. So,
Oh
there we go.
god.
All
I'm
right.
just picturing Kermit saying English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Do you
English,
speak
motherfucker.
it?
Abby, did you go?
Yes.
Oh.
I did Silence of the Lambs.
Oh yeah. My first thought was what Adam said, Night of the Living Dead, and just having one random zombie as a Muppet trying to get into the house, just in between all the regular ones. But I'm going with Poltergeist. If Tangina was a Muppet,
Oh
yeah,
my gosh. It kind of already was. I love it.
She almost already.
yeah. They're about the same
Wow.
size. Yeah. That
That's
would be
great.
funny.
This house is clean.
That's awesome.
Have it be that rock Muppet though, the one that's like always got its eyes squinted, the girl one. She's like, "This house is clean, man."
Where she's supposed to be like then, and that puppet is totally supposed to be like stoned out of their
Oh,
mind.
stoned out of
Yes.
its tree.
Janice. Like Janice Joplin.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh,
If I were a Muppet.
Yeah, that's the Abby puppet for sure.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Did we all get a chance? I think we did, right?
I think so, yeah.
All right. This one's kind of a two-part one. You don't have to do both parts if you don't want to. Best book to movie adaptation.
Oh,
And of course, if I'm going to say that, then I'm
Worst.
kind of also going to want to know the worst one.
Yeah. Worst one, I got I got a few of them, but best.
Yeah.
And I will include, made for TV movies. I will include miniseries.
Okay.
oh, I got it.
Yeah.
If anybody brings up the Shining made for TV movie, they're going to get hurt.
Ryan loves that one.
I know.
It's
Kidding.
it's not. It's funny though that you said that because I do have mine too.
And it's okay to do a series, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go along with it. I mean,
Fine.
it's way after 9 o'clock.
If we're still in the books, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Man, that's a really good one.
Awesome.
Clint, you going first or?
I have
Not that you needed
decided.
encouragement. I'm just
Yeah.
that's a really good one. It is.
I kind of struggle with it because most of the adaptations I can think of, I typically put in the not so good or bad category.
Mhm.
But when I think of some of the better ones, I don't know why I always go to Stephen King on these things.
I do.
Yeah, there's so many. That's why.
Yeah,
There's just
I think
so
so.
many.
But of his good ones, this is kind of a weird one to pick, I think. I'm going to go with The Dark Half.
Oh.
Felt
I
that
love
was
it.
a really good book.
I love it.
The adaptation.
I love it. I love that book.
Mhm.
And sorry, I'm like skipping a
Oh, go
bunch
ahead.
of people. So
No, you're just commenting
I
on it. Go ahead.
I love that book. Like I was one that, I was a weird completionist as a kid. I wanted to read them all, even if I didn't understand what I was reading at the
Yeah.
time. And I did read that one, and that was a really good movie, really good book. And
Really?
yeah, I agree. Out of all the movies that I've seen, I really feel like that's the one they took the least creative liberties, and it was basically the book on the screen.
Yeah. They left a few things out, but they didn't change a lot.
Right.
Mm.
And I was like surprised.
Like the sparrows and all that
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
I love Timothy Hutton's performance as both himself and George.
Yes.
Stark. He did a really
Yes.
good dual thing there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I never would have thought of him in the role, but like he did
No.
great. He did really
Yeah.
good.
And
That really
that's my favorite
caused me to
scene.
take notice of him as an actor. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. Not a lot of people can pull that off.
Mm-mm.
You can tell he was having a great time too, being
Yeah.
evil, because he wasn't that actor
He
that,
was
that
like
got
the
cast.
19th. Yeah.
He didn't get cast in those kind of movies, those roles often.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He played the dorky professor type, and then he also played the smooth, like cool villain character.
How many books do you think did Stephen King write where the protagonist was a writer?
Oh God.
Secret Window, Dark Half,
Misery,
Shining.
The Shining.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
It's like, can you not relate to anyone else? You fuck.
Yeah.
Well, in his defense, he wrote 475 books, so
Yeah. And probably 50%
Good thing you're
of
here in
them
his
were about
defense.
writers.
Otherwise, he would be sunk right now.
yeah.
Sunk.
He even wrote himself into his own book. In
He
one
did.
of the Dark Tower series, yeah.
Yeah, when he was
After his accident.
writing as Richard Bachman.
No,
Because I remember he did it in the book Thinner.
He did it
talked-
with Thinner. He did it in
Talked
The
about
Longest
himself in
Mile.
that.
Yeah.
after his accident, and he did his next Dark Tower series. I just can't remember which book it was at that point, if it was 6 or 7.
Okay.
He wrote the accident and the aftermath into the book. Like
Yeah.
Stephen King, the author, got hit by a van, and it was weird. Like that was obviously very
Impactful
tough
to his
for him.
life.
Yeah,
Yeah, but Kim Meadow.
get it? But
Yeah.
what's your
Um,
worst?
I had to go mini series on that. I'm going to say the Tommy Knockers. Fuck that movie.
Fuck that movie. I haven't seen that since it first aired, so I honestly
Jimmy
don't.
Smith sweeps.
Yeah,
Which
Jimmy
sucks. I mean,
Jimmy
I'm-
Smith. Jimmy
Jimmy
Smith.
yeah,
Smits.
yeah.
Not
I like
Schmidt,
him as an
Smits.
actor. I think he's good, but that
He's
was
awesome.
terribly written.
Met a guy at a bar in Princeton.
Miniseries.
Jimmy Smith stole his wife. All I
Oh,
remember.
He was Nero in Sons of Anarchy. Jimmy Smith is awesome.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and in Dexter.
Yes,
Hmm
he's great in Dexter. Ryan, what do you think?
I don't know who Jimmy Smith is. That's what I think.
Oh, really? You
Or
would,
do I?
you would if you saw him.
I'm sure you would if you saw him.
So I'm just looking up Jimmy Smith's. So best. Now again, I gotta kind of go to Stephen King for this. I don't read a ton. So Jimmy Smith's. I know he's the dude from Star Wars.
He's Bell Organa.
Yeah. I don't read a lot of books. I've never been a huge book reader. And a lot of the books I read are books based off of movies.
Okay.
But I have read my fair share of some Stephen King.
Okay.
And I think the best adaptation is probably this. Not so much an adaptation. I just think it's the best movie that came out of a book. Because as far as adaptation goes, it's not a very good adaptation. I'm going with The Shining. Because that movie is fucking terrifying. And in my opinion, the choices that Kubrick made are better than what was in the book.
Well, is that the category? Is it the best adaptation from a book as far as
Sorry,
what
was
was
it
the most
adaptation,
honest adaptation, or is it just the best movie that came from a book?
Sorry, could you read the question again? Because it actually changed my worst one too.
I just said best book to movie adaptation.
Okay, adaptation. Well, it's an adaptation.
It is an adaptation.
But,
Sounds like it counts.
yeah, I
yeah.
think so.
So yeah, I think Kubrick made all the right choices. Stephen King be damned. I think he made a very fine movie.
Yes.
A bit of a tie for worst. I'm not going to go with my original choice because the books aren't done yet, so I don't know if it's worse than the books. Because my original choice was going to be Game of Thrones.
Do you read those?
Oh yeah, I've read them all. I even read the prequel books, like the what do you call it?
I'm shocked.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
We've never talked about that. I didn't know you were a fan.
I'm a fan of the books.
Okay.
Oh.
I stopped watching the show after things became radically different. And now this, I want to, again, I don't read a lot, and I'm forewarning, it's not a bad movie, but I don't think it made the right choices with the adaptation. I'm going with Dr. Sleep.
Ooh.
Only that I really don't like the choices that Flanagan made with the characters.
Really?
I don't like what he did with Billy. He done Billy dirty.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And I don't like that he changed
Opera story.
Danny's the finale with Danny.
Yeah.
I do like that he managed to work in the movie Overlook and everything. That was really cool, really clever. But yeah, I don't like it when they drop the ball on the ending of a movie. I have a hard time forgiving a movie when it could be the greatest movie in the world, and if they fuck up the ending, it really ruins it for me. And I really felt that Mike Flanagan shit the bed on the ending for Dr. Sleep.
Okay.
Especially when the book ending was great. The ending to the book was great.
Well, he had a bit of a.
Which is rare for King.
I know, yeah, it was a solid ending.
But because The Shining, the movie, and The Shining, the book, end very differently, he was faced with a pretty unique problem for people that had only seen or read, but not done both.
But the movie, like the ending to the Dr. Sleep novel, like I said, other than the fact that, and Flanagan did a good job of changing the Overlook.
Yeah.
They go back to the Overlook in the novel, too. Well, they don't go back to the Overlook. They go back to
the grounds.
The grounds where the Overlook used to
Was
stand.
burned down, yeah.
And in the movie, obviously, they go back to the Overlook. But I liked that. That was good. I'm talking about I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just talking about what happened.
No, I know what you're talking about.
And yeah.
of your mouth.
Me, always forgiven because Rebecca Ferguson is smoking hot in that movie.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Oh
yeah,
God,
she
yeah.
killed it as Rose the Hat. She
Yeah.
was,
Yeah.
and I didn't even, and that's not how I pictured Rose the Hat at all.
But
But she still nailed it. Like I thought it was phenomenal. But yeah, shit the bed on the ending. So, like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. It just, as far as an adaptation goes, I really feel. Yeah. I was really looking forward to Doctor Sleep.
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Joe.
Well, I'm not a big reader either, but I will say the Rob Lowe version of Seven's Lap is way closer to the book than the.
You sound underwater.
Yeah, what's happening to your mic?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
A little bit.
No, you
better.
still sound underwater.
Yeah. Any better?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
The Rob Lowe version of Seven's Lap is much more
All right, it's
closer to
back
the book.
again.
Are you covering the mic with your finger?
Yeah, are you touching it?
He's praising the Rob Lowe version of the Salem Slot.
Closer to the book, yeah.
Yeah, closer to the book.
Joe.
Even though I like the other one much better.
Joe.
Truth, though. It's the truth. I prefer the Japanese version. I think it's better, but the Rob Lowe version is much closer to the book. Straker tips. Straker is cunning and planning. I also agree with that. Sorry, pardon. And in the Japanese version, he's just like a Nosferatu, which he isn't in the book at all.
Do you might want to drop out and come back in?
Okay, copy that.
What?
I mean, sorry, was that bad? I couldn't
No, it
understand a word
wasn't.
you were saying.
Understand what he was saying, so.
Yeah, you threw him out.
Damn it.
I mean, I wanted to come back in.
You better come back in. Joe,
I think you will, Joe.
back.
There he is.
Let's see now.
How we doing?
Any better?
A little bit.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be my phone's burning hot, so my phone might be ready to die. Who knows?
100% better. 100% better. Yeah, sorry, dude. I couldn't understand what you were saying.
That's fine. No, by all means. I prefer the 70s version with David Soul. I think it's amazing. But if we're talking closer to the book, the Rob Lowe version is much closer. His appearance is closer to Ben Mears. Barlow as a character is much closer with, what's the guy? Hobo with the Shotgun.
Rucker Howard.
Rucker Howard.
Rucker Howard plays Barlow, and Barlow talks just like he does in the book. He's cunning. He's kind of a dick. The 70s version, you don't get that. The 70s version, Barlow is just like a copy and paste vampire who doesn't talk with big buck teeth. But I love that. If you're talking faithful to the book, the Rob Lowe version is much more faithful to the book.
Okay. That's
Rob
Yeah.
Lowe version. Okay.
I can't wait for the William Sadler version.
Is that ever coming out?
I think that got
I don't know if
canceled.
it's ever coming out. It was not.
It's filmed. It's filmed. It's done. They're just having trouble distributing it.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad could it be for them to have a tough time distributing it? It's a Stephen King adaptation.
Yeah.
That it must be awful.
It's
You're saying it
it's
doesn't bode
weird.
well?
I'm actually been following it for some reason. I don't know why. It's one of those. They're on the fence about whether or not, and it's honestly been so long. You might as well just dump it on a streaming service.
Yeah.
But it was like in limbo. Like, are we going to release this theatrically? Is it going to make enough
Or
money to
just
do that?
yeah.
Or are we just going to dump it to streaming sites? And
No problem.
honestly, it's been back and forth so long. They should just.
I mean,
dump it.
I'm just saying that's never a good sign. I mean, especially when it's a recognizable IP like that.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Prey, and Prey fucking slapped.
Yeah.
Pros are.
That's awesome.
Bite your tongue.
Did we get a worst one from you there, Joe?
Oh, no. You can just pass me.
Okay.
Aw.
You're like, they're all good. I can't shit on them.
All right. I can't decide for my best, but
Okay.
since I'm not sure anybody will see my first best, I might just skip to my second. But the first one is The Sandman. Has anybody seen the Netflix show The Sandman?
I started
No.
watching it. I only made it like
Based
2 or
on
3 episodes in.
Did you like it?
I only made it like 2 or 3 episodes in.
All right, but so you stopped because you
That's
weren't
right.
fine.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read all of the graphic novels, and I love the story. And I'm actually listening to the theatrical podcast on Audible right now. But I was gonna say, because nobody's probably seen the show or read them, but how about The Exorcist? It's a great adaptation. It's
hmm
I listened to the audiobook somewhat recently, and it was almost like watching the movie. It's a great book. They stick very close, and I think they did a fantastic job with that. My worst, sorry, Stephen King. Actually, I have two on the worst as well. Dark Tower,
Mm.
trash.
Yeah,
Just
really trash.
great books, just trash. And the second one, not that the movie was trash, but it is so completely only in name based on the book World War Z.
Mm,
Oh,
Has anybody read World War Z?
I have.
Okay.
Mm.
Has anybody seen the movie?
I have.
They are not even, other than in name, there is nothing.
No, it's just a Brad Pitt vehicle.
yeah.
Well,
That's all it was. Brad Pitt and zombies. That's the selling point. And it
Yep.
had nothing to do with the book.
yeah, at all. Just the name.
World
He's
War
like-
Z needed to be a miniseries. Like
That
And
would
they
be
should
would
one
have been
like
great.
episode per
book.
chapter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With like each country, because that's how the book
Mhm.
is set up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the audiobook for that. Well, it was on DVD. It was before Audible. There was like 27 different discs that I listened to. I got them from the
Wow.
library. Well, it was great though.
Nice. Brad Pitt was like, I need to do an action film. Find me one.
Hey,
they're
this
like, all right,
Brooke
World War
kid's
Z.
pretty good.
Very good. Very good.
That's
Yep.
a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Nicole, what do you think?
My best, and I agree with you, Clint. The Dark Half is that it's my favorite Stephen King book ever. My second
Nice.
favorite Stephen King book. And I think the best adaptation was Dolores Claiborne.
Yes.
It's a good
Oh.
movie.
I read that book and it freaked me out, and then I went and saw the movie, and I can't see David Strathairn in any other role without thinking of Joe St. George.
He was so
He
creepy.
played the alcoholic, abusive, child
Husband.
molesting father.
Yep.
He was just such a wretched character, and he played it so well. And Kathy Bates speaks for herself, you know.
And they didn't change much from book from
They
the
they
movie,
hardly
did they?
changed, they didn't
Yeah, I
change
didn't think so.
anything. I mean, it was fantastic. And Christopher Plummer was in it, and he's just
What a great movie.
genius.
That's such a
It
great movie.
was. Worst, I got to go with Flowers in the Attic with Christy Swanson. That was garbage. That I'm such a fan of the books, but the movie adaptation for that. Now they recently redid it with the one I hate, Heather Graham. I can't stand her, but they recently did it like they did one for each of the books up until the end of the story. So there were like 5 different movies, and they were great. But the one with Christy Swanson from the early '90s was garbage. They changed so much. They took out some of the most crucial elements of the story because it was on screen. You know, they didn't show the brother and sister having sex in the attic, and which comes into play later on. You know, it's a very integral part of the story. And they killed the mother in the end, and which they didn't do in the books because she exists through them. You know, it was just awful, absolutely awful.
Oh my. Flowers in the attic.
Flowers in the Attic.
Gross. We've gone dark on this thing.
Both of mine had like incest and child molesting. Yeah.
Yeah, freaking Stephen King. What's the matter with that guy? Yeah. All right. Anyhow, Adam, what do you think?
All right, so mine might be a little controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Best one of the best. Well, the actual best, which I'm not going to talk about, is The Godfather, because the movie is so much better than the actual book. The book is okay. Don't get me wrong; it's good reading. But but what he did, the translation from book to screen is like, I mean, it's an epic that didn't really exist in written form.
Yeah.
But horror version, I just wanted to throw it out there. Interview with the Vampire. I went and saw that movie 6 or 7 times in the theater. I was a huge Anne Rice fan. I read all of those books. I was obsessed with the minute details of her universe, and I was so excited when that movie finally came to be. And I thought Tom Cruise was a great Lestat. Like people that say that he can't act. Like who were we just talking about? Where I said he doesn't have range? Josh Brolin or whatever.
Yeah.
Like Tom Cruise, he doesn't show his range anymore, but he has range. And I thought he was a great Lestat. And and it was funny because everyone that bought the VHS tape back in the day, I think it was VHS, wasn't it? Even then,
Yep.
Ryan has the
Probably, yeah.
clamshell.
it had an apology from Anne Rice in the beginning of the movie because she took out like a full page article in the Times
Oh, like saying she
shitting
didn't-
on the casting.
Oh.
This is not who I envisioned to be Lestat. This is god awful. I never would have signed off on this had I known this, that, and the other thing. She actually said the person that she always envisioned being Lestat was Rutger Hauer,
Really?
but he was way too old by the time this movie finally came to be.
Right.
After she watched the movie, she put an apology in front of every VHS tape and was like, "I'm sorry, I didn't think of it, but he is my Lestat. Tom Cruise nailed it. He was fucking great, and this is the person I envisioned when I was writing these books."
Wow.
Anyway, that movie is atmospheric as fuck. It's Hammer. It's the Hammer movie series on crack. I always like my dad was all upset. Like my dad was all because there's a lot of homosexual overtones in
Undertones.
those films.
Yeah.
And I remember um and my dad was he was a 90s dad or whatever, just where are you going to see that? You want to see boys kiss or whatever? I'm like, no, it's not even it's this whole world, dad. And but I didn't even bother to fucking try to explain it to him.
Uh-huh.
And after the movie, I was like, like, how was the movie? And I was like, the sets, the sets were amazing. He was like, the sex? What about the sex? What are you talking about? And I was like, Dad, whoa.
You're like you're like gay
New
sex,
Orleans,
my favorite
baby.
part.
Like, Jesus Christ. But, great. It's just a really, really, really good vampire movie. I mean, even if you take all the stars out of it, it's really, really good. And it captures the tone of the books perfectly, I think.
Mhm.
All right. So, worst adaptation: The Interview with the Vampire television show.
Okay.
Has anybody
That
seen
was
that?
the TV show.
I saw
I'm gonna
some.
go with no.
It's on AMC right now.
Didn't
And
pick either of those characters in my mind.
as a avid reader of the books, I was stoked. I thought I was going to get a Game of Thrones, Walking Dead version of, but you still want to see like these characters that you know so well, not through one book or two book, through like 10 books.
Yeah.
And they changed them so much. And like, look, I don't care. Like, look, the diversity stuff, change white to black and all that stuff. Like, whatever. Do what you got to do, right? But at least make them feel like the characters that we read in the books, because ultimately
Louis
we're the
was,
people that are buying your product. We're the fans.
Yeah.
And they're so different. Like Louis in the books was a former slave owner, and one of his great arcs in the books though is how much he regrets
Yes.
that he was a slave owner, and he you know that becomes a prominent point of where his character goes, because this guy has to live like 200, 300 years, and he's like, I can't believe I did that, and anyway. So you fast forward to the television series, and Louis is black now, and it's like, okay, well, you just erased that
large part of
entire story arc.
Yeah.
It's just gone. Anyway, and it just doesn't feel like the books to me. Not like that first movie did. Anyway,
No.
and that being said, Queen of the Damned is horrible too. Queen of the Damned is fucking awful.
What about
For
the-
different reasons.
Let's stop.
Agreed.
Queen of the Damned is the Sharknado of the. Sorry, Nicole. I know you love that movie. But yeah, it just there's a way to adapt it, and it's just that's just isn't the way to do it. And again, I don't care. Swap white for black. They can be Chinese. They can be Asian. They can be Arabs. I don't fucking care, as long as they are still the characters that they were in the books. But when you start changing vital components about who they were and the arcs and where they go and the stories of the characters, that's when I have a problem with it. And
That's where you
from the few episodes that I saw of that show, it doesn't do the books justice at all. So
I'll take your word for it. I didn't read those books, but
I read all the books.
I agree. Interview with Vampire was great.
I stopped at Memnock.
Me too. No, did I finish? I think I finally finished it, but
That was a
Okay,
tough
Interview
read
with
for
the
me, and
Vampire.
that's when I knew. At one point, Lestat goes to Atlantis, and I was like, "Yeah, okay." We've
Yeah.
kind of gone away from.
Did he hold his breath the whole time?
Yeah.
he's a vampire.
Well, vampires don't have to breathe.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so it makes sense then.
So it makes sense then.
Joe, were you showing us your tan lines? What was that?
Just showed you my Queen of the Damned tattoo on my right arm.
Oh, Queen of the Damned.
Yeah,
That's your favorite movie.
You have a Queen of the Damned tattoo?
No, it was a bad joke. No, I have to drop. My phone is burning up and about to die. So thank you all for this evening.
Thank you for
And,
coming, Joe.
Thank you,
yeah,
Joe.
I want to go get
Awesome to have you as always.
my Queen of the Damned tattoo.
All
All
right,
right,
man.
man. Have a
Later.
great night.
Do
Have
you?
a good one.
Good night.
See ya.
Night.
It's Queen of the Damned tattoo.
I've seen Queen of the Damned.
Me too.
I've
You probably
never-
love it.
I've never seen it. Oh, I fucking hated Queen of the Damned.
It was awesome.
I've never seen Interview with the Vampire though.
Yeah. It's no American Werewolf in Paris. What are you talking about?
It's a good movie.
You've never seen American. Can we do a watch along of Interview with the Vampire? Is that
Please.
possible?
Please. Oh my
Nicole,
God.
do you like it? Do you like Interview with the Vampire?
To show how good this movie is, I fucking hate
It's so good.
I hate Tom Cruise. He's a cardboard cutout. And I don't
But
think he's
in this
human,
movie.
to be honest with you. I'm not a fan of Brad Pitt either. I can't
think
stand
that's what
Brad
she's
Pitt.
saying.
I think he's a moron.
I thought he was a perfect Louis, though.
However,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of my favorite vampire movies. Despite the fact that there are two lead actors that I can't fucking stand in it, they both did an amazing
Do you
job.
agree with me though? Like Tom Cruise doesn't act like Tom Cruise in this movie.
No.
No, it's one of the
No.
only movies other
He's
than maybe
100%
Tropic
Lestat.
Thunder where he goes back to get type.
Traffic Thunder.
Tropic
I love him in Tropic Thunder.
I did too.
I would love to do a watch along with you guys with it. This would be fucking.
I
Right.
loved
I
Interview.
would do it.
And
I would
what's her
watch
name? Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst
It's
was
a first
years
movie.
old.
fantastic.
It's Kirsten Dunst's first movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, what, 10, 12 years old? And she should
Talk
have gotten
about
an
glow
Oscar.
ups.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Huge glow up for Kirsten Dunst.
How about that scene where Tom Cruise, Lestat, is dancing around with her mother's corpse?
Uh-huh.
That's fucked up.
There's some life for the old woman yet.
Yeah, Clint, you are the best.
When Kirsten Dunst gets the starts freaking out about, am I ever going to look like her? And starts chopping off her hair, and it just grows right back. And she
That is
realizes she's
sad.
never going to be an adult. She's never going to be a woman.
The eternal
You
doll
know?
baby.
She's the
The
eternal
eternal.
child. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's and Antonio Banderas and Stephen Ray, and I mean the whole cast is just like I said. I hate Tom Cruise with passion. I hate him. I will intentionally not watch a movie if he's in it.
What
Same.
specifically makes you hate him?
His
I
face,
just
his voice,
his face is everything. He's
Really?
just
I hate
stupid.
your face.
I hate
He's
your
not
I
human.
think
I don't
I
think
think he's the last great movie star.
really. I
No,
do
he's
not
not.
care for him.
I mean, all he's done what 427 Mission Impossible movies lately. Like, no.
Tom
Go-
Cruise.
go away.
Tom Cruise. Top Gun Maverick was
I enjoyed Top Gun
80s
Maverick.
blockbuster bliss.
Yeah, I did enjoy that. And the only reason I watched it was because
Val Kilmer.
they had Goose's, son in it. But because I love Miles. Oh my God, I almost said Miles Davis.
Miles Teller.
Miles Teller. But yeah, we can definitely do Interview with a Vampire watch along sometime. I'll be
Does
right
it have
back.
more songs by Jonathan Davis?
Have you seen Whiplash, Nicole?
She gone.
What the hell?
Have you guys seen Whiplash?
I don't know what
I don't
Whiplash
think
is.
so.
I'm not sure what that is.
When it's with Miles Teller. He's the drum prodigy, and it's J.K. What's his name?
J.K. J. James Jonas. What the fuck?
J.K. Simmons?
J.K.
Yes.
Simmons.
As his
His Oscar-winning performance.
it's fucking fantastic. If you guys haven't seen that movie, you need to see it. Whiplash.
Do it.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Yeah, he did. He won an Oscar for it.
The end scene alone. It's one of the best ends to a movie I've ever seen. We're talking about endings and how Stephen King never can stick the landing with the books, and that kind of translates to the movie. It's
That's
literally
why
one of the
Whiplash
best
sounds
endings
familiar.
I've ever
I just
seen.
had the ending of that movie spoiled for me.
Well, you can't. It's not really
No,
You can't really have it
I don't
spoiled
understand the context of the scene, but I
because
have
it's a
seen the ending to
performance.
Whiplash.
It's a performance.
Wow. It's interesting. He's a
It's
drummer.
really, really, really good.
Yeah, he's like J.K. Simmons is like the conductor, right?
Yeah. Basically, like a very bullying, militant, and Miles Teller's always trying to win his approval. And I'm sorry, J.K. What's his name?
Simmons.
Simmons.
There's this legend of this actual jazz great that, like, the reason he's so great is that his teacher put him through hell and never gave him compliments and always put him down, and that always made him try harder, and that's basically the experiment he's putting on his class. He is just abusive and psychologically manipulative, and like he'll give you a compliment 1 minute and tear you down the next the next minute. And he's doing this because he's trying to find the next great jazz legend, because that's what he thinks needs to be done to create that. And I don't know. I won't spoil it, but the performance at the end, it gives me goosebumps just thinking about it. And I'm not a jazz guy. I don't enjoy jazz in any stretch of the imagination. I hate it.
Mhm.
But that end scene is just so good, just so fucking good. I'm sorry. Why are we talking about this? Because I brought it up. My bad.
We were talking about watch-alongs.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And somehow
I
this
shouldn't.
came up. I'm not sure how the progression went, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, sorry.
It's a nice little aside. But what the hell?
It's a
happened
really
to
good
Cole.
She's probably watching the
Maybe
movie.
Bill had to go out.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Maybe taking the dog
I
out.
wasn't trying to be rude to Joe, by the way. I could not hear him at all.
No.
You didn't hear it at all. No,
I
I'm glad you
don't-
said something
I
because
don't think
it
he
was.
took it that way.
I'd
it was on
rather
some- yeah. you
somebody
couldn't
tell me
understand
that,
He did
tell me I have a booger in my nose, and sit there.
He did say his phone was almost dying though, so I'm almost wondering if it just kind of started giving up on the mic feed.
Well, yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
'cause it got
And
so
that's kind
hot.
of what he was saying. He
Yeah.
said his phone was getting hot, and it probably meant that it was close to being dead. So he probably got the flashing battery symbol of death.
I remember the days when I used to do these on my phone.
I still
Yeah.
do.
Back when you were young and amateurish.
I still am.
Well, all right.
You have a nice
then-
birthday, Abby.
I did have a nice birthday. It was
Yeah.
I didn't get to surprise Bonnie. Well, thought she was surprising me, but I knew she was coming, so I was going to surprise her and jump out of the car and scare the crap out of her.
Were you supposed to not know she was coming?
I was supposed to not know she was coming
How'd you find out?
because I'm a witch. I just know things, and I just flat out asked my mom, "Is Bonnie coming?" And she's like, because she can't lie to me if I flat out ask her a question, and she's like, "Yes." So she wanted to surprise me. I don't care for surprises. I don't like them. I don't like if someone showed up at my house and I didn't know they were coming, I would not be happy. So it's good that I figured it out. And then her flight. But I said, don't tell her I know. So I'm going to go with you to the airport when you pick her up, and I'm going to hide in the back seat. And when she opens the door to put her bag in, I'm going to scare the shit out of her, and I'm going to film it.
So
But
she's going to think she's surprising you, but then you surprise her?
that was the game plan, yes.
Awful.
But her flight.
Awful idea. Did you do that?
Well, I'm trying
Oh.
to. So I was going to, but her flight got very delayed. She was supposed to get in at 9
You need to
o'clock,
run this shit by me in the future because that's awful.
and it didn't
Don't
end
do
up
that.
getting until after midnight. So at that point, we had to tell her that we knew because she was panicking that I was, she was going to show up at my doorstep
She
at
flew
midnight.
in to surprise you.
She
and then
did.
you were gonna...
She did run.
And
it by
I was
her.
going to surprise her right back. Because she should know me by now and know that I don't like surprises and that I would figure it out. But yeah, so it was great. That was good to see her. She left today, and she even took. Not only did she take a flight to see me, she took a connecting flight to see me. So that's friendship.
Yeah, exactly. And you were going to ruin her surprise. What the fuck?
Fuck yes, I was, and I was looking forward to it. My brother goes, "Get in the trunk and surprise her." I said, "No, she's not going to put her bag in the trunk, and then I'm going to be stuck in the trunk." That doesn't sound fun.
Yes.
But yeah, I didn't end up surprising her then, which was a shame because I told everybody I was going to do that, and they're all like, "How'd your surprise go?" I'm like, "Didn't." But went out to a nice little lunch. It was good.
Good.
Much whamming.
Sounds
All
like
right.
a nice 35th birthday.
Is Nicole coming back?
What's
I don't
that?
know.
She left
I don't
very
know.
abruptly. I don't know if maybe something happened or
I'll
she didn't
message
sign
her
off though,
shortly.
so it couldn't have been anything too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. You want to start the next one then? Maybe by the time we
Sure.
might be back.
Welcome back to Schoolhouse.
Sure thing. If you had, I'll say, a captive. Oh, welcome back. Just in time.
Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Did I leave my
Everything
camera
okay?
on? No.
No,
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I just had to let the
Yeah.
dog out and get some more ice in my cup. What have I missed?
I was gonna say, did you like run around the block or something? You're out of
Feels
breath.
like it, doesn't it? Yeah. I was rushing, trying to get back.
That's fine. No worries. This one was, I don't know. I feel in a way this one was inspired by you.
Okay.
If you had a captive that you were wanting to torture, what movie would you put on repeat?
You can only pick one. Oh God. Probably one of the first ones that came to my mind was Mother,
Yeah.
because that was just hot garbage.
Wow.
Or I've never seen it, but I'm gonna say Human Centipede.
Mm.
Hostel.
You've never seen it?
No.
That surprises me.
No, I can't. I would be gagging through the whole fucking thing.
I mean,
No.
they don't show it.
I don't care. I don't want to even think
Not in the
about
first
it.
one, anyway.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
after the first one. Oof.
No,
I-
no, no.
I too have actively avoided this movie.
Lords of Salem.
Ah!
That was god awful.
I like that one.
I
But
like
I
it.
understand why you would say that.
Yeah. A little controversial, but I'm going to say The Witch.
Not controversial at all.
I hated that movie. I thought it was boring as shit.
It's so boring.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Interesting.
First one that
The
came
boring-
out of
Kinda
my
like-
mother.
Here's the deal. Can I say something? Can I sponge off of her witch thing for a second?
Okay.
Other way. That way.
Yeah.
Just for a
Go
moment.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so that's that Robert Eggers guy. What? As soon as every time I would say I want to talk, Ryan signs off.
I'm still here.
Like every fucking time. All right,
I'm
so
still here.
it's that Robert Eggers guy, right?
Yes.
His movies never translate. Like they advertise them as one thing, then you
Mhm.
go to see them and it's totally fucking different.
Exactly.
That's why like everyone is stoked for Nosferatu. And here's the deal. I mean, from that trailer, wow, cool. A gothic vampire movie told in that like moody style. Sounds awesome. That's not even going to be what it is. That
Yeah.
dude thinks that kind of movie is beneath him. He won't just make a straight up vampire movie. It's going to be like about like homoerotic repression and this, that, and the other thing, and the fact that he had to grow up with he was left-handed and he was oppressed by that and all this other shit. Like it's going to be like he can't just make a straight up movie. Like was it the watch? No, the lighthouse. The lighthouse. Is it the lighthouse?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like everybody, like that was advertised as a straight up. Who's the guy that did Chichulu?
Did you what?
H.P. Lovecraft.
Lovecraft?
Yeah, Lovecraft, like a Lovecraftian, like ocean horror film. And then you watch it. Yeah, advertised. Yes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it definitely wasn't advertised as two guys learning they were gay in the top of a light tower,
Yeah.
which is what the movie is.
And lobster innuendos.
Yeah,
Does.
it was advertised as some sort of horror film, and at the end of the day, it's about two guys getting drunk because of their latent homosexuality. Like it's never what you think it's going to be. So everyone excited about Nosferatu, which is me, is in for a huge disappointment when they want to go see a vampire film and it's going to be about COVID or some shit. Like just watch. It's going to be about like everyone has to wear their masks to avoid vampirism or something. It's going to be something really weird and absurd. And anyway, that's all I have to say about that.
What was the question again that we're answering? I forgot.
I said, if you were keeping someone captive in your home and you wished to torture them,
I got you. Okay.
what movie would you play on repeat?
Okay.
The Lighthouse. Have you seen The Lighthouse, Ryan?
No, I'm not
Neither have I.
not a
Me neither.
huge. I mean, The Witch was fine, but it was it never made me want to see anything else he did. If that makes sense.
Yeah, then he made that Viking movie, which is fucking awful.
Didn't see that either.
I didn't see that either.
Oh,
I mean, I've got one. I'd probably make him watch the 2005 remake of The Fog.
Took my idea.
oh
Worst
man.
movie ever.
Again, there are too many. I can't.
I argue it's not only one of the worst remakes of all time; it might be one of the worst horror
Worst
movies of all time too.
movies, yeah.
Oh
But
my!
Scott Welling looks so good in a turtleneck.
Tom Welling.
Tom Welling.
My arm, my hand.
I said Scott.
Yeah, the only reason I know it's Tom Welling is
Scott
because
was a key grip that worked on the movie.
But yeah, no, that's definitely what I would pick. God, that movie is. I'm not even a huge fan of The Fog, but I mean that remake is fucking atrocious.
Hmm.
Take your word for it.
I always hear that that's like the worst remake of all time, and I sort of just go with it.
You've never seen it?
I've seen it, but it's been so long ago.
Hmm.
It is a really bad movie.
I also don't think that the original is. It's all right.
It's-
I love the,
okay.
You know what? I love the original because Adrian Barbeau's voice
Yeah.
as the
I mean,
Yeah,
it's got its moments, and it's a little atmospheric, but
Adrienne Barbeau, you felt what her character was feeling. You felt that I'm
desperation.
alone and surrounded by, that isolation, fear that, just being alone and having all these horrible things happening and no communication. And yeah, she was great. It was more of a mind fuck than anything. What?
Now that I'm looking at the comments, Olin has a lot to say about this.
Oh God. What?
I can't wait to see it.
What?
We have this one.
Oh yeah,
I agree 100%. What was that for?
that was garbage.
It was garbage.
That's to torture
Hot
somebody.
garbage.
Jesus Christ! I changed my mind. That's the worst movie I've ever seen.
It's really
Wow.
bad.
It's up there. Yeah.
It's the worst movie I've ever seen.
Even compared to this.
Yes. The Happening at least had some shit I
Yeah.
could laugh at.
The Happening at least had some decent kills and Mark Wahlberg, but
Okay.
yeah,
No, the Nope is awful.
It's
Horrible.
really bad.
really.
Nightmare on Elm Street
Really?
remake. As long as
I
you
mean, I
listen
don't
to
care
watch
for it, but I wouldn't put it in this category.
I like what Jackie Earle Haley's trying to do in that one. So
I felt
Yeah.
bad
No.
for Jackie Earle Haley.
Jackie Earle Haley, especially after Rorschach and The Watchmen,
Mhm.
this was great casting.
mhm.
It's not it's not all the problems this movie has is not his fault.
Right.
It's
And I'm
everything
not
else.
saying
I mean,
it's a
first of
great
all, they
movie.
made him look like a cat.
It wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't as garbagey as a lot of people say it was. I mean, I was able to find some good things in it, aside from the fact that every teenager looked like they were 35 years old.
Yeah.
As is
That was
tradition.
bad. Yeah, that was bad. But yeah,
Like Jackie Hill, like it's gonna be near impossible to replace Robert Englund.
You
It's gonna be
can't.
near impossible.
Richard
But
Brake.
Jackie
Richard Brake.
Earle Haley
Can-
was a respectable casting decision
yeah,
in that regard.
yeah.
Like I remember reading that going, that could work. That could fucking work. And I think it still could have. Given the right
I
material.
mean, Nancy Brown and what's her name from American Horror Story, the Kyle Gallner, who is one of my all-time favorites. The cast was not bad. It was just they tried to capture something that can't be captured, but it did have some good parts.
Like Haley's Comet. Can't be kept.
Exactly.
Comparing the Nightmare on Elm Street remake to Haley's Comet.
What was that?
I said we're comparing the Nightmare on Elm Street remake to Haley's Comet.
Because we're nerds. That's what we do.
When is Haley's Comet come again?
Oh, I don't know.
I'll be dead. I was in 6th grade, I think. When
Does
last
anyone
time
have a
I seen it.
computer in front of them? Can you type,
No.
can you type a few
No.
words into the box and hit enter?
Alexa, when is Haley's Comet coming again?
I don't know.
July 28th, 2061.
2061. Holy shit. I'll be dead.
Yeah.
You know, but Max won't.
Yeah,
He'll still be
61.
kicking. I think
We might still be kicking. I'll only be.
Oh, I won't be.
it's 40 years from now.
I'll be
be-
91.
I'll be
No, I won't be here.
74.
I'll be
I'm
dead.
74.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be 80. I'm not living to 80. Let's get
I'm
real.
not. No.
I have very slim
Right.
chances of getting there, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, you're already gluten intolerant.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm halfway dead now.
Whoa.
Your taste buds are dead. That's for damn sure.
He's got to be at least 3/4 of the way there by now.
You ain't got a
Yeah.
prayer.
Oh,
Oh God, I think we're winding down, guys.
I
Yeah.
think you're probably
We're
right.
getting punchy.
Yep.
I'll
I'm
throw
actually
out
not
Battlefield
sure.
Earth.
Oh, nice.
God.
Good
That's
one.
a good one.
Good one. Good one.
I turned that off after like 15 minutes.
Yeah, I've never made it
couldn't-
all
I
the way
couldn't
through,
finish it.
so
I'm surprised nobody said Skinamarink.
I thought of
I've
that,
only been
but
able to get through 10 minutes. I can't give a good opinion.
I'm the only one that likes that movie.
I know.
It's
the
so
world.
weird that there's no.
I don't
in
mean
between
to,
on
I don't mean to be that guy that's like you need to get it, but like I feel like I get it. I just feel like I get what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
Which is
Because
awesome. It bored me, and I usually like the slow burns, but I didn't make it 10 minutes, and I tried twice.
Yeah.
I just
You can't
staring
think of it
at
as a linear story. You have to think of it as a nightmare.
I was going to say, if there's ever a movie that someone says it's not a film, it's an experience, Skinamarink is a perfect candidate for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what was the one, Olin? What was the one we just watched the other night with the kids in the apartment building, and the one daughter was autistic? I can't remember the name of it, but I know you will.
Adventures in Babysitting.
It was.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was so bad.
Wow.
I'll say in a minute.
Did you pull up a last one?
Anyway, sorry. I feel like I derailed a lot of conversations tonight. I apologize.
You've created a lot of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of the point of these.
Yeah. I think it was a great hangout.
I had a bad day.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, I'm glad you joined us because it worked out well.
Yeah.
Are we
3
still
hours of
filming?
gold, baby.
Yes, we're still filming.
All right, then I won't tell you why I had a bad day.
Oh, okay.
Don't
wait
worry.
until
The ointment should clear up that infection in no time.
All right. Well,
That's it.
I don't know. I think maybe I'll save some of these for another time.
Okay.
Sounds
We
good.
all good on this?
I love this category. I
Yeah,
love
it's
talking.
fun.
I would do this
I love
all
doing
the time.
this.
This is
Yeah.
just so much fun because you don't have to stop them. It's just let's.
Yeah.
And it's no like research. You don't have to sit there and watch
Yeah.
12
Right.
movies in a series, and you know.
Yeah, there's no
I love
prep. You know, and sometimes they're just questions that challenge your creativity or your ability to draw something out of your memory banks from like
Yeah, I
30
love
years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this setup too. So
Yeah.
I probably, even though I joked about it before, I probably will do more of these.
I think you
No,
should.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Awesome.
movies to torture people. What was that? What was that one from the drive-in with William Shatner?
Impulse.
Impulse.
I love that Clint always remembers it.
Oh, so bad. I'm so glad I was right.
Clint always
it's like,
remembers it.
uh,
I have to pay a beer effect.
William Shatner cosplaying couches.
Exactly.
Oh.
That's exactly what it was.
All right. Well, thank you all so very much for joining. Thank you to the few people who are watching. And that is another mystery box in the book. And don't worry, there will be another.